So.
It is home to the Orcish tribe called the Fire
After you visit, first visit the
well as to
island upon
many
its completion, you have total of
beasts,
access to
from
third
the
level
undead
abilities. Bartering
to
3 is the
demons.
third level of said ability
While
and the
most
leadership.
travelers stay away from
And we'll give you
Bargagor for
access
this
to a
very
hidden tab
reason.
on all merchants'
The
inventories. We have
Firewielders
level 2
cherish their
currently,
homeland's
so
perils.
you know.
According to
get that
Orcish
next.
culture, only through constant conflict and danger
Oh my
can a
god.
people stay strong and persevere.
Okay. So need to get. This is gonna be a lot of. And the guide there is nice, but I kind of like the smaller pictures, honestly. Master of Life and Death, knob. Got it. Head of the Fallen. Chest, Impervious Protector. No. Yeah, we miss. I got this. This thing. What the hell does it look like? This is gonna be a bit of a can't spell. There's no links to what the items are. This is a bit annoying. Pictures to what they are. Is this an item that you can wear? Pervious Protector. It is an item that you can wear. Oh. I might have missed this then. Pervious Protector in Lianon. Okay, well at least this does this by region. I don't think I have this. Right, no I don't. We fought this last night, so get rid of that. Well, map.
Corporal.
There's quite possibly something in Greykeep that we've missed, but I'm assuming we can go back there. It's if you escape the dungeon via the this is what I was reading earlier. If you escape the dungeon via the caves, and we didn't. We went all that way. Start again. In the prison, you can escape the dungeon. You can escape via the caves. I don't know if there's an extra bit of the map after that. After you get to, if you go south in the prison, or whether escape via the caves is just going south in the prison. Because we did all of that, and we got to the exit, and I don't know if that would have we would have made our escape then, or if there's another map to go through. Because I full cleared the dungeon, the prison, went all the way south, and then we went north and escaped through the front door. But yeah. I can't go back there. Right, okay. Little bit annoying. Greyfell 2. I'm not sure we could have got here. I'm not sure how you would have got out there We never went and explored down here. And maybe we could have. Anyway. Leaf Shade, Executioner's Blade. Oh, you can open up your inventory in the world map. Absolutely outstanding. Fucking amazing. Executioner's Blade, I'm pretty sure 99% sure we've got. Yeah, we built the Execution Blade. Shield of Benediction, Inner Plate. Shield of Benediction, Inner Plate. 99% sure we've got that. Did we make the Shield of Benediction? Yes, we did. Sweet. House of Old Mysterious Page 1. I know we've got that. I know we do. Old Mysterious Page 1 and 2. Okay, Elven Token. We've got that and we submitted it along with the Orc Token to the shrine. Guardian's Grace Padding. Guardian's Grace Padding. Molander. Woven outer plating for Isgrim's armor. I don't know if that got used up, but I'm 99% sure that I might have gotten used up. But yes. I'm pretty sure we got that. Like that's for the level 1, right? Well made. Yes. Yes, well made. Sweet. Reinforced and mastercrafted is different. Cool. Northwest from the northern got Hammer of the Smith head. I think we've got something from the Hammer of the Smith. Okay. We do not have that. Unless I sold it. Interesting. Did I sell it? Okay. Well, I guess we're doing a quick trip to Molander. And it's down here, right?
Corporal?
I mean, we must have it. We must have it. I must have sold it. I have a feeling I sold one. I'm not going to look through all of the different shops to see where I might have sold it from, though. Woven outer armor plating is up there. This one is up in a, like, up here somewhere. Is... okay. See if I can orient my screen such that it looks like what's on screen now. Is it this thing? It is. It's supposed to, yeah. You guys can't see that, but yes, I can see the little. I did miss it. Awesome. I'm too much of a completionist to want to miss these things. I wouldn't use a guide first time going through all of these places. Up until last night, I was very confident that I'd found everything.
That way?
I was very confident indeed. And then last night with those pressure plates. It was an absolute nightmare. Master of Life and Death hilt. We have built the Master of Life and Death, right? Nope. No, we have not. Okay, Master of Life and Death hilt. Excelente. Axe of the Mountains knob. Axe of the Mountains knob, got that. Pillar. Golem's heart. We've got that, right? What did that give? Requires one golem core. Didn't we get that? Oh yeah, it's a shield. Okay, yes. Yes. That is Golem's heart. There. Cool. Next. Farland's Hope. Rolgar's Skull. We have that for sure. Where is it? Huh? Oh, Berserk armor. Did I make that last night? Or I thought I found it. Ah, you need Rolgar's skull, and then you go to this place, which is the thing we did at the very end of last stream, and then we fought the thing there. Great axe for chieftain. Bottom of the head. Top of the head. I know how we can find shit way easier. How did I get up? How do you get up from here? Here. You just go to the table over here. Great axe of a chieftain, top of the head. We've got the knob. We have the haft. That talks about the bottom of the head. We're missing, I guess, the bottom of the head. We've got 3 pieces apparently.
Huh. Interesting.
Bottom of the head. Bottom of the head. Right. Bargagor. Sweet. This was... No, that's Farland's Hope. What? That's Farland's Hope? No. Okay. And it's like in the upper top right, but slightly south. I'm looking forward to getting into, I suppose, chapter 2, you might call it. Yeah, there. In fact, we can see the green, the green, gold.
We should get
yellow
moving.
sparkles.
Yes?
And it's right next to a teepee.
Will do. If your life depends on it.
Yep, there you go. Sweet. Right, what's next? Go to Bargagor. Call of a Forest top plate. Chapter is good and unlocks so many new fancy shit. Yeah, I bet. What was it? Call of the Forest top plate, right? What is the Call of the Forest? It's like a shield thing. We got that. Executioner's blade, tip of the blade. Do we have the Executioner's Blade? We have made the Executioner's Blade, so that's fine. Orcish token we've got, along with the Elven one. Definitely. Yes, we've submitted 2, and that makes sense, because you can submit it from the Elf map. We did this one, Bargagor first, then we did Elves. We had 2 tokens. We went to the is it Lianon's something? With the lighthouse. And we gave 2 tokens there out of 4. We need 4. Shield of Benediction handle. 99% sure we've got that. Shield of Benediction handle. Unless we have crafted the Shield of Benediction. We have crafted it. Yep, fine. Zargagor Cave, you can get this through your first attempt if you go to Farland's Hope. We did this last night. You need to do the refugee quest before Power Struggle here, otherwise you have to come back later, but before visiting the Eye. And then you get the Berserker armor. Okay, after Isgrim's armor, reinforced adamantium slab, we've done that. Legitimize requires bartering 3, don't have that yet. Dwarven token, King Aelith's Oath. Requires bartering 3, okay, can't do that. Maybe I shall make a note of these. I will make a little note of these. I'll just copy and paste all the text. All of ones which require bartering 3. Chest near the Orc faction. Reinforced dwarven shoulder plates. Oh. Don't have that. Definitely don't have that. Only researchable after the orcs upgraded their Calrac to its maximum. Ah. So you're telling me I need to find like the upgrade. I need to buy the upgrades for the Calrac. Or is that something they do themselves? Pillar of the Fallen. Impervious Protector. Looks like some armor. I don't think I have this. No. It's Scandal Wilds. Like, this is most of the places we've been, like, we could go to. So I think, even though the bar on the side of a guide is quite long, I expect there's a lot of, like, random stuff at the bottom, and also stuff for places we haven't been to, can't go to yet. We will have to double back on ourselves, I expect. Oh? Bad guys? Experience?
What do we need?
Yummy.
Yes.
I wonder if you, because obviously I built all of this, right? If you hadn't built all of this, would you still have vision?
Huh?
I know it's obviously neutrals.
Highwaymen. Child, everything necessary.
I know they're all neutrals, but
Easy. Well,
what the fuck?
all right.
They are dying very fast.
Yes.
Jesus. I don't know what I've changed apart from my armor. Which obviously gives me that attack speed, which is fucking beautiful.
All right.
I really want to turn myself into a like glass cannon, especially with 50% lifesteal, which is very tempting to use the pure damage weapon, because that means it's guaranteed regardless of the enemy like armor types. With my current strength, I'm guaranteed to lifesteal 90 hit points. 89.5 to 93.5 hit points every 2 seconds. Seems like quite a lot to me.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
You're a shaman.
Danger up ahead.
Jesus, he one-hit him with a 500 point damage.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Is that all?
That must have been a crit. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. This is, yeah, I'm very happy now. This thing was like here. Okay, here.
Corporal. Yes. Got it.
Now, something about not being able to do this until finding other statues. Moral dedicated fallen hero inscription. Those who seek enlightenment will be granted infinite riches. Chest is supposed to spawn there. Let's see. Right?
Yes.
So we can't I can't do that one yet. Why can I not do this one? Why can I not do this one? That is probably the same link as this, right? Oh. Shit, we missed. We can't go to Lianon. Can you go back to Lianon? Okay, this was the Great Axe of a Chieftain halved, which I think we've got all 4 parts for Great Axe of a Chieftain now. Yeah, got that. Everlight. Exceptionally Everlight, I'm writing all items I found here, although some of them I had to come back to later time to grab because some required items I found at later locations. Okay. Pride of Northander. Padding. Pretty sure we've got that, right? That's that. Yeah, padding. Then we've got the Lavender Perfume. Yeah. I worked that out for myself because I'm a genius. Ring of Sacred Right. Which is this thing. That. Shield of Benediction, the outer plate. We have the Shield of Benediction. Yep. Decorative Armor, Gift of the Giants. Which we used. No, we didn't. We didn't use that. Decorative armor. Yeah, we needed a decorative sword. It was a jeweler's sword and a jeweler's gloves that we found for one statue. Decorative armor. Which we've got. It was the decorative sword. Where on earth are you? Southern Undead Fortress. Where? Windwall Foothills. Where? I don't remember ever seeing that icon before, the muscles. I'm not sure we've ever been here. Let me just make a note of that one as well. The referee. Which we've done. Right? Thrill of the jewel. Yes. Good. I would like to create a guild. Magic notes. Self-aware. Which I'm pretty sure we've got. Vision and self-aware. Yep. Duelist gloves we've got. Mage's notes. Perseverance. Where's that? Eye of the World? No, Old Monastery. Why does it say Eye of the World though? Oh, is that after Eye of the World? Okay. This might be everything then. Claymore of Inevitability, we've got that. Which I still have two minds all about. Evermore Glittering Mine, Executioner's Blade, Body of the Blade, right? Pride of North and a bottom plate. We have that? I just missed that? Nope, got it. Executioner's Blade, body of the blade. Got that. Guardian's Grace, bottom plate. Guardian's Grace. Bottom plate. Yep, got that. Everlight Sewers. Ring of the Sacred Rites. Yep, we got that. There. Unknown Island. Great Axe of a Chieftain, the Knob. Yep, we've got that. Yep, that. Medusa Fortress, Sword of the Renegade, Hilt. I might have missed that. Oh, thank God, no. Shield of Deadly Allure, which we're wielding right now. Aeneas Blade, Vat Fragment. Shield of the Phoenix. If you decide to sacrifice your men to come to the demon, then the Tribeater won't appear and you will not be able to get the Shield of the Phoenix. Fuck yes, I made the right choice. Great Axe of a Chieftain, top of the head. Got. Now, laboratory. Okay. Aeneas Blade 2. Right. Fragment of Shield of a Phoenix thing. And we don't have them here because I obviously gave them to the statue when I clicked on it. So I think that's everything, right? I think we're caught up. I think we're caught up. We've got everything we can possibly get.
Well,
Okay, so let's eat our free experience points. We can't do it. Either hopefully I can go back to the beginning.
More
pathetic.
cutthroats. Take them down.
We're in for some fun.
They will fall.
This, aren't you? Fine. Really?
More fighting. Does this never end? Fine.
So, what's the plan?
Right, whoops.
Is this really necessary? I'll keep you shielded.
Easy.
Let's see.
Bit of gear.
Let's see. Now would you look at that? Time to go.
You can call me Joe.
I think I'll...
Fine.
Just call me...
You're a weird...
You have no idea.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Well then.
Oh, can I go up through here now?
Just give the word.
No. No, I don't think I can. Can I get through
This
here
way,
yet?
right?
Hold it right there. That is, unless you want to sign up for the Utran military.
Why have you...
And I need you people to stop telling...
Well...
Okay. Where did this lead? When all I remember is chapter 2 area. The muscle icon, I'm pretty sure, is summon your super unit. I think God from AOM. Anyone you can fully miss. It's really annoying, honestly. That place opens up in Act 2. So, you think we've got everything, Biz? Like, we haven't got the Dwarven token, which I'm a little bit confused about. Oh, we can go back to the island as well, which is nice.
Yes.
The only other place I just want to briefly check on is the Elven place, I think. Because getting that human architect, right? I never noticed him before. Obviously we did speak to him, but I never closed the conversation. Or, you know, completed the quest line. Now, I doubt there's anyone to talk to here. I don't remember him. And yeah, we can't go through there.
What?
Okay, so I think that's everything here. You mean Barter 3? Okay, cool. Let's go to the Nexus. And forge this hammer. Also, where is that merchant guy? Is it here? Yeah, no, it's him.
Yes.
There you are. Yeah, I know. No.
I
Okay.
see. Well, then I guess we'll find out.
Best you talk to Ulfric. He's good with words.
Well, so let's talk about why you brought me here.
Cool. Okay.
I have spoken
Human
to some
stuff.
of your commanders, and I think my knowledge can help you.
I'm
I
going
will
to
need
stick
some
with the
coin
elves
to
for
cover the
now.
materials, but it will be affordable. Just let me know if you need anything.
Great Axe of a Chieftain. Craft. Reforged versus Legacy. How long up? So Reforged versus Legacy. What did Legacy come out in 2017 or was that Reforged?
Sounds like a plan.
Hello. How are you feeling? Considering your new gift, I mean. Yes, I imagine. You know, Tahar, I have been thinking maybe I could join myself with the Nexus as well. I'm wondering if it could help me understand better the human mind.
I don't see why not.
I see. Let us continue this discussion another time, Tahar. We should ready ourselves for what is to come.
Tandai Tahar. Come to trade?
I'm very tempted to get that for Uram, but I don't need it now, so there's no point.
Pleasure doing business with you. Come
Right,
again.
so this
I'm getting new
this
wares by
axe.
the next moon's turn.
Strength 9. Okay. Apply not as much damage. Again, the Cursed Great Mace in terms of pure damage, unrivaled. Unrivaled. It doesn't have the crit chance though, which is, you know, means it will drop off. Legacy game first, and Reforged, it was like big overhaul of the game, an OG campaign. And it changed the graphics as well, right? Or at least some of the artwork. It's really impressive that a company decided to basically, I know, it doesn't sound like a remaster, but that, you know, it's a halfway point between it's way more than an update, right? But it's really impressive. It's something that I think a lot of games companies should do, and certainly could do, but they don't bother with. They just move on to another game. And I mean, I think from a business perspective, it's probably a better idea as well. It probably takes less R&D to revamp an existing game, but you drag back all of the players that you had before, and you know, pick up new players as well. For 50% bleeding, weakened, silence, stasis, and you get resistance. That's quite tempting. $265. 265. 48. 31, 31. 31, 31. So crit and block basically the same. Attacks per second slightly lower. What did I say? 261. So the crit chances hasn't changed. Not really. So this is still a better setup. For sure. $265, 48. Wow, that's so much less. Oh, because the attacks are way less. I misread the 149 as 249. Those aren't even comparable. Taunting Tribe Sword. I mean, a taunt is nice, I guess, but not for me. That would be Isgrim. But then a leech on Isgrim is nice. But taunt with Bastion. I still like the ability cooldowns. The cooldowns is so good for her. Now the one other thing I want to see about getting is upgrading the, what was it? Upgrading the Cal rack to its maximum to get reinforced shoulder pads. I don't plan on playing orcs, but
I'll be off.
caravans or transport resource between zones. Oh wow. Fight for the Cal. That's not what I'm looking for, I don't think.
Understood.
Zalraka, what do you need? All right. Here's what we can do.
Orcish Ravager. Up, up, up. Upgrade the Cal rack. Okay, none of those. Karak's like the town center, right? Those are all infantry and unit upgrades.
Blasted armor.
Yes?
Armors and shields, everything from copper daggers to black ashen swords.
Bloodforge. Privy Orcish Kalrak building. I've already got it. When the factions get upgraded. Interesting, I've got the T2 upgrade. There's no harm in doing this. Where was it supposed to be? Supposed to be. It's this. It's this chest. You're probably right, man. In the orc area after the second mission for the orcs, you need them build up their area before by finishing the second visit quest in Foot of Bargagor. What somebody in Reddit said. Balgagor's second RTS mission. Cool. Cool. Okay. Right, well, I think that'd be everything.
Yes?
There's no other stats to apply. As much as I'd love to play around with the other characters, and I may do at some point, I have gotten into such a routine and a habit with these guys that I'm slightly worried about messing around with other characters. I think if I play this again, I'd probably lower the difficulty slightly, do another build, and then I'd experiment more.
Yes? Have you come to see the fruits of my labor?
Wardens deal increased damage. What are the wardens? Wardens are the mage. Druids, wardens. Pathfinders are the scouts. Yeah, I don't need any of those. I have not insignificant strength, right? Ah. That's why that isn't as good. It's that strength.
Corporal? Yes? Have you come to see the fruits of my labor? Everything from copper daggers
Got a one-handed
to
dex weapon.
swords.
Yeah, it's just not as good as my current stuff. Because it's epic, right? My current weapon's epic, so you can basically add 1 point requirement on and lower the rarity by 1. So if you wanted to compare it with a rare, epic with rare, you'd add 1 point requirement on. If you wanted to compare epic with like common, you'd add 3 on. 3, right? Something like that.
Farewell.
What is it?
I would...
Well, if you have the coin, I might be able to help. Let's see.
Strength 1, Dex 6. What have you currently got? Dex 6. Yeah, you see, there's a... My current bow is better than that. Lie impaired. Plus 24 magic damage is kind of appealing, though. Elven Druid. Elven Pathfinder. No. Elven Warden. That's the... None of these, like, help me, really. Cool. Well. I still feel like I'm missing an elf. I feel like I'm missing an elf. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3 orc. We have 1, 2, 3. I suppose not quite 1, 2, 3, but 1. What did he have in his shop?
Interesting.
Did we look? I know, I promise we're leaving. Must have got that already. The elf place just looks a little bit less like developed. Like humans have this camp.
Yes.
The orcs have all of their stuff up there, and the elves
Of course.
just sort of have
Take all the time you need.
hardly anything.
daggers,
Yeah,
swords,
so there's
everything for
way
the
more
weary
human
traveler.
upgrades. Upgrade shops and stuff. I just feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, to the eye. There was something about the laboratory and not being able to go back. We've got enough healing pots, I think, right? $23, yeah. Cool. I'll let that narrator talk. Render large parts of the world inaccessible and may prevent you from completing certain quests. After being stuck on mediums for like 8 missions, okay. I am 99% certain we've got everything we can. Because everything we could see on that list that I couldn't get, like the 3 or 4 things on that list we went through, required like bartering 3 to go back and get, or required us to like get items from, one of them was from the eye, right? It says large amounts of the map are inaccessible, but
Iskrim's plan worked. By joining your mind to the collective subconscious of the Shapers, you were able to locate the origin of the Song of the White. The marshlands, also known as the Eye, where your father had a secret laboratory. It seems that Rondar Lekane was right. One way or another, your family is connected to the Bloodburn. Time to
And Croc gave me some advice as well. He said,
Tahar,
if you wish to save somebody, I can't remember who, make
That's
sure
my
you do
name. The Harbinger sent me to welcome you.
human or the elves first.
I thought you'd
something
still
like that.
be there. I was until recently.
He didn't tell me anything
but
else.
That's a long story. We can talk about it later if you want. First, we need to discuss the reason you're here. There's good news and there's bad news. Let me make this short. Sentenza, General Noria, caught wind of our endeavor. He knows you.
How?
We are.
We
headed for
literally
the
just
Eye.
decided this a minute
Bad.
ago.
What's the good news?
He wasn't sure of it, so he only came with a small division of soldiers. Still, the fortress is heavily guarded, so we will need more troops to storm it.
Damn it. We left our forces in Mullandir.
I know. There was no way you could have known this would turn into a full-fledged battle. But there's no time to turn back now, and we have to come up with a plan. The Harbinger himself will join you at the fortress together with some Lightbringers.
No way we could have known. Okay. Wait, who's the Harbinger?
Lightbringers? So the Purity has actual soldiers?
They always had soldiers. The Bane.
What? No, the Bane doesn't belong to the Purity. They believe they do, but the Harbinger has clearly renounced any affiliation with them.
Harbinger is like the
You
high
really
priest,
believe
right?
that? For the Harbinger's right hand, you definitely don't know a lot.
If that's what you want to believe, go ahead. Regarding your question, Tahar, a lot has happened since your escape from Greykeep. More and more people have started to see the light. And it is not just townsfolk and farmers
See the
anymore,
light, eh?
but also soldiers. They all wish to fight for Aeonir's return, and we guide them.
Oh no. Yeah.
Well, I just hope you know what you're doing.
We do, trust me.
Nope. Absolutely, they
And how
have
will
no
we do
idea what
that?
they're doing.
If Sentenza has scouts all over the marshlands, he'll see the Purity's army coming from miles away.
That's where you come in. There's a godstone on the mountain of the old castle where your father's laboratory was, and where Sentenza has made his stand. If you kindle it for us, the Harbinger can use his rune to teleport himself and his armies right there.
Huh. That could work.
It will. Aeonir is guiding us, Tahar. Don't ever forget that. I'll wait here to make sure Sentenza's reinforcements don't take us by surprise if they get here before all this is done with.
Okay. How did
I
he get
still
wind
don't
of this?
understand how Sentenza got wind of this.
I don't know. He is the spy master after all. So I guess it's just one of his
Didn't we
many
just
ears
decide
who
this
told him.
recently to come here after we connected to the pillar?
Can you tell me anything about the marsh?
Well, I take it you're not interested in the folk tales about House Waite's descent into madness, so... No, not really. The only thing you should watch out for are undead.
Of course. The Bloodburn. I don't know.
Oh. That's eerie. Well, but I guess it explains a lot. The swamp has taken hundreds of lives over the years, and if that castle is where the Bloodburn originates from, then, well, you understand.
Bertrand, there's something I'd like to know. What do you make of all this? Do you really think my father is responsible for the Bloodburn?
Well, he must be connected to it somehow. Aeonir himself told the Harbinger this, didn't he? As to why and how, I guess we'll find out.
Once we've secured the Godstone,
outlaw this religious bullshit as soon as possible. Bayonetta wants to come back, he can come back.
Island, it should be
if he doesn't want to come back, then he doesn't have to come back. Harbinger will know, but I assume we'll storm the place.
All right.
You will. Aeonir's blessings, Tahar. And stay safe. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, well, there's an exclamation point up here, so let's go for it.
Fine.
Huh. Intriguing.
Uh-huh. Finally.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I want all the XP. Do I get XP for that? Nope.
Sure.
Right. Danger up ahead.
Nothing.
I love the graphics in this. The rain doesn't feel too obnoxious.
Deserted.
The hut is still in good shape, though. Maybe the
Just heavy
fishermen
plate?
just left because of the storm.
They don't stack? There you go. Don't I already have Mentor's heavy plate? We've got it. Got con 7. Maybe I sold it. The only thing I dislike about jungles is it's so hard to see stuff.
Easy.
Yeah, I just wreck people now. I will make sure I stick a stat point in her intelligence next, so she can wear slightly better armor. Ability cooldowns minus 20%. That does ability cooldowns as well, but it will okay, not double her armor, but it will give her a bit better protection.
Get moving.
Well.
Yes.
Nice. What can I do for
Look
you,
at
sir?
that. More Nortander folks. No, I still haven't seen that man.
What are you talking about?
Oh, so you're not with the Royal Army. Thank the Guardians.
I think I know who they're
I was
looking
getting
for.
sick of their questioning. They're looking for someone, a traitor, apparently. Which leads me to the question, who are you if you're not with them?
I'm here.
Explore. Well, good luck with that.
And who are you?
Me? Just a lost soul on the search for meaning.
I have meaning.
Just as my men.
So there's really no one living in the marsh anymore?
Hardly. There's a small village to the east, Batham or something like that. But I wouldn't advise you to go there. At least not as long as this storm's going on. All that bloody rain has turned the roads into damn death traps.
How so?
You're joking, right? You're in a damn swamp here, friend. One false step and you'll end up as a mummified corpse on the bottom of these ponds.
Wondering if you could see where the godstones were.
What's the story behind that castle?
Hey, Dit.
The Eye.
You don't know?
Well, I've heard the rumors.
How's life, man?
House Wait, their descent into madness.
And that's about it. Some
Any nice holidays
100
coming
years
up?
ago, Parzival Waite, the head of the family who once lived in that
Do you
lovely
Canada at
ruin on
Christmas?
the island, contracted some disease and went completely and utterly bonkers.
How?
Well, he started seeing things, had those dreams of a white city, and said that something is coming to devour the world and that he has to stop it. At first, his wench,
I
they
mentioned
didn't
last
have
night, but
heirs
maybe
yet,
you
and rumor
popped
had
off.
it she was barren. Tried to help him, but eventually
Canada in
she
August
lost her
this year,
mind
and
too.
Disneyland
They
in
started putting
Canada
up crosses
at the same time.
everywhere to
Very
keep
nice.
that something from coming. Starved themselves, and eventually
are you around this
started
weekend? Maybe do
sacrificing
some
their
Among Us?
servants to the renegade gods to ask them for help. The story got out, and the villagers, at that time there were more, stormed the castle and hanged both him and his wife. End of story.
Interesting.
That's one way to put it.
And I guess all those weapons help with that search.
Well, what did you think they're for? Jokes
Friday, Saturday
aside,
night, I
we're
expect.
mercenaries.
Awesome.
So we just
I'll see
went
you all
for a
around on
long
Friday or
hike
Saturday
into the
and
blue, and this
pick a day.
lovely place is where we ended up. It
I
may
haven't
look
been out
hostile,
partying
but
in,
the
like,
wilderness
over a
has
year.
plenty of fish to catch and plants to eat, so it's actually not
want
that
to do
bad.
some before I turn 30 in a couple of weeks. So, be among you and for Among Us. Fuck's sake, it's terrible. That's terrible.
If you sell swords,
What for?
Can't tell you. Nah.
we want to.
Do you? That's ambitious.
It'll be
better not
fun.
ask
It'll
for
be
the
fun.
reason,
Fun
right?
to do something.
No.
40 next year.
All right. We'll help you if the pay is right.
How's this?
Let me see. Yes, that's fair. Well then, let's get started, shall we? Break is over, boys. Get moving.
I didn't necessarily mean to actually hire him.
What can I do for you?
Flagbearer. Flagbearer assumes a stance that inspires nearby troops to increase their attack power.
Are you injured? Feeling up for adventure.
We stand ready.
20% attack power.
Yes?
How's it
Just give the word.
Oh, that's not enabled. Perseverance. Does that give perseverance?
So, what's the plan?
Give the word.
Just give the word.
I'm not looking forward to turning 30. I've been quite apprehensive about it. That's a lot of resistance.
Yes?
Commander?
Yes.
Yes? Just give the word. Commander?
Point me to the wound. What can I
For the Falcon!
Uh-huh.
Okay, right, well, let's keep working our way around. See what else we can find. I want to lose these guys.
Sure.
Here we go.
I'm dead.
Feeling up for adventure.
Again, I really wish you could, like, prime those
Yes.
for autocast.
Yes.
Something like that. Holy shit, your health.
Corporal.
Feeling up for adventure.
Yes.
How are you supposed to regen mana?
Attention?
Huh?
How's it going?
What's next?
Yes?
No.
Yeah.
There's no getting through here.
Okay, fine. Nope, that's like completely blocked off.
Fine.
Fine.
What can I do?
Really?
Let's work our way around. Ooh. Plus 10 focus, plus 50 health. Nice.
That way?
The bridge
These
is
will be-
broken. Must have been the storm.
These will be repaired during the RTS section, I expect. Like,
This way, right? Finally.
like the first mission we did in the sort of prelude.
All right.
Fallen type.
Feeling up for adventure.
Yes,
plan.
let's go down. Let's just sort of...
Fine. Will do.
Onwards. Huh?
do it in a sort of methodical pattern.
Feeling up for adventure?
Yes?
What can I do for you?
Yes.
You read my mind.
What?
Get ready.
How's it going?
Huh? Whatever's necessary.
Can't have the soldiers stealing my fucking experience.
Feeling up for adventure?
What?
What can I do for you?
So, what's the plan? Just give the word.
Understood.
How's it going?
Yes?
That way?
What do we need?
What can I do for you?
Okay.
out.
Corporal?
No. Right. Fine. This feels like quite a big ass
Feeling
map.
up for adventure?
Helen's Reigns. Hard to believe there was a time when people actually lived here.
They still do, in the east. And yeah, the environment may be hostile, but I doubt the villagers ever had many troubles with raiders.
Prove the human iron mine. Nice. Take free tech upgrades.
That's the way.
How's it going?
Corporal?
What can I
Oh, at least we can search slightly faster with two platoons.
Pathetic.
Fine.
Feeling up for adventure?
Oops.
What can I do?
Yes?
Not now.
What's next?
How's it going?
They will Danger fall. Up ahead.
Get wrecked.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Got it.
Knew it.
enough.
Fucking knew it.
Take them down.
That's a quick, quick ability. Orcish Farm. Right.
Blasted armor.
What can I do?
As you command. Onwards.
Sure.
Yes?
Understood.
Feeling up for adventure?
Yes.
How's
Okay,
it going?
this looks like a potentially. No, not an RTS section.
Feeling up for adventure?
It's
Yes.
What can I
slightly weird that we get areas of like certain resources that as elves we can't do anything with. Like, I guess that
I
just
don't
means
think
that
we should
map
go
so we can
there.
come back to you
The
later.
storm's completely soaked the ground. It'd
Okay.
be too dangerous.
Well, at least that pushes us in a particular direction.
Will do.
Feeling up for adventure?
Yes?
Sure.
I'm starting to feel over-leveled as my
can I do?
characters
What's the
for
plan?
the RPG
The
section.
bridge is broken. Must have been the storm.
Which I'm cool with, because they still get absolutely murked in the RTS sections.
Yes.
What can I do?
Should get moving.
You know,
Feeling up for adventure?
I'll keep you shielded.
I still sort of get slightly horrible flashbacks to keep hitting the wrong buttons there. Horrible flashbacks to the first Orc mission.
That's the way.
Understood.
Huh?
When our heroes were just getting murked by the goblin archers.
All right. Why not?
Godstone, yeah, knew it.
Yes.
Feeling up for adventure?
Just give the word.
This way, right?
Rocks, water. That's all blocked off, I think. Yeah. Right. Okay. So I think we're limited in where we can go now.
Corporal?
We've explored everything, except then it will sort of choke points you to this bridge.
Feeling up for adventure.
5,000 gold for the mercs was kind of was a waste.
This is it.
It sort of auto did it, I think. I just hit
Strange that
space
Sentenza
bar.
hasn't reacted by now. He must have heard the fighting,
Maybe the storm drowned the noise? It's possible.
but not likely.
This never end.
What can I do?
What?
Sounds like a plan.
Flaming flask. Oh, nice.
What's next?
Sure.
All right. Feeling up for adventure.
Child's play.
I'll keep you shielded.
Point me to the wounded.
Yes.
Yes?
Easy.
How's it going?
Danger up ahead.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
That's the way.
Fine.
Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Up top. Go, 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 go.
Feeling up for adventure.
So, what's the plan?
To the left, to the left. Block, someone must have wanted to avoid...
If your life depends on it.
Someone must have wanted to avoid being taken by surprise. Foreshadowing.
That's the Godstone Bertrand was talking about. Let's light it.
Blocked.
Corporal.
Right.
Harbinger.
Corporal.
Good work, Tahar. The All-Father clearly smiles on us.
I really like the different, like, different sub-factions get different units as well. You know, and you fight against them. And Medusae, you know, if you've got humans, but the church have sort of Templar. And while they, and I don't think they're just copy and paste of...
So, this is where you believe the bloodburn comes
fuck,
from.
didn't mean to do that.
Interesting. When Aenir told me the pariah's blood was involved, I didn't take it so literally. Time to end it.
First of all, we need to get through the gate.
Yeah.
Why hasn't General Noria reacted yet? Even if he didn't notice the fighting, he must have seen this teleport.
Because he wants to be the one who ends it.
How do you know?
Because I know men of his kind. He's proud and consumed by his hatred. And he wants to be the one to take you down and me right along with you.
Yeah, so the Obelisks, like, have the same health, but the stats are pretty different. Like, the night, these Obelisks are just worse. But I assume... Yeah. I assume this is the difficulty, right? Changing enemies to have... Again, I'm pretty sure I read before I started plus 20 in some armors, all armors, depending on the opponent. Humanoid, living humanoid. Interesting.
But the purity is under the Lord Marshal's protection. He can't just kill you.
Well, both Lord Marshal Arendir and the General know by now that I helped you. And even though the evidence wasn't enough to officially sentence me, it will be the moment I show up with you at my side.
Okay.
I knew it would come to this, Tahar.
Maybe he's not quite such a mad raving lunatic as we
was willing
thought.
to cooperate with the Purity for so long.
At least
was
he's
because
practical.
we had the people behind us. We were always a thorn in their sides. And this, me helping a deserter of the crown, is just what they need to take me down.
Then you're taking quite a risk being here.
I'm not. I've told you before. All that is happening according to Aenir's plan. Just have a little faith, Tahar.
How can we get past these gates?
And what now?
Let me take care of it.
I don't know why I keep getting cloud complex, because Oh no, I don't.
General Naria. General Naria, are you ready?
Aren't we walking into a
Might
trap?
be because verse Spellforce 3
A battle,
versus
but not a trap.
isn't installed.
Just trust me.
What do we need?
Walking right into the lion's den. This has to be by far the most foolish thing I've ever done.
Just trust the Harbinger. He knows what he is doing.
Anything to grab?
Move!
No?
Huh?
What can I do for you?
Yes. Well,
How's it going?
onwards.
Feeling up for
Heading out.
adventure?
Huh?
How's it going?
As you command. Corporal.
All right, how badly is this gonna go?
What can I do for you?
Oh, no, no. Give me the chest
all right,
first.
Why not?
Sure.
There he is.
Well-honed greatsword. Dexterity weapon. Bet it's 2H. I bet it's two-handed. Yeah, it is. The damage would be the same. The attacks per second would be slightly lower. 265, 48, 31, 31. I meant to do that. 265, 48, 31, 31. Yeah, so it's worse in attack. It's worse in attack speed, and it's got like 1% higher block. Again, I like what I've got. I think it just edges out the alternatives.
Blasted armor.
Feeling up for adventure?
We should get moving.
And wasn't given a quick death. You wonder who did this? Bandits. Okay, that's been seen on other maps. Let's Arlot Iskander. I obtained this letter with great difficulty. Bribes and trespassing, the least of my crimes. My cohorts would see this letter destroyed in a misguided attempt to curry favor with the crown. Historical accuracy is more important than short-term popularity, so here it is in full. Part of my draft treatise on the cause and background of the Mage War. Word is true with Ravine, your servants are that you are planning to ally with the rebel mage Isamo Tahar, that you sympathize with his plight of the mages is well known, but Tiara's breath, you must see these rumors to rest. Possibility that you already know this and continue to let these rumors fester. I just urge you to change course, and your actions with rebel mages are not a cause worth risking our entire noble house. I appreciate, you see this rebellion as a changing tide and a storm in which the rules must be upended. I remind you that all House Iskander is bound to your decisions. Conspiring against the crown would spell doom upon us all. All my lovely Andorra Iskander. Okay. Right.
Well.
That way?
Ah! Wait. Loot.
Hmm?
Oh? Two. Why bleeding? It can't be as good as what I've currently got. No, it's not. No, no. I didn't see what the other weapon was. Was it Mantis' Great Hammer? Do I want to go in here? Hopefully it will. Currently cannot enter Osamo's laboratory. Can we open this from behind?
Got this way, right?
Let's see.
Let me see.
Nope. Okay. And then what the hell was this? It... There.
I'll take a look.
Oh, it's that through the... clipping through the environment. See?
How's it going?
Royal soldiers?
Yes.
I could beat them all.
Uh-huh.
What do we need?
Something you need?
Right. Save. Are we gonna get bum rushed?
Yes.
So this is how it ends.
Ends?
It doesn't have to.
Doesn't it? What do you suggest, Corporal Tahar? That I let a traitor run free? Together with his lunatic cultist friend who is scheming against the crown? No. We both know that's not an option.
These people in Leonon were innocent. How often do you want me to tell you?
You didn't know! All you had was the word of some elven traitor, yet you risked the life of an entire city for it. Believe me, of all the atrocities I've seen in war, almost all of them are caused by people believing they are doing the right thing. Because that's all it was. You didn't want to save those villagers because you thought they were innocent. You did it because you wanted to be the savior. Vanity. That's what it was all about.
Our armor's almost as good as his.
Part of this is on
Health
me.
nowhere near,
I thought
obviously,
I
but...
succeeded in making you a warrior, a servant of the crown, but I failed, and I didn't even see it. You're just like your father.
By the light, General, we
He's
both
got
want
leech.
the same thing. To end the blood burn? Shouldn't we be helping each other instead?
And higher
You're
attack
as bad
speed
as
and
them,
better crit
Corporal.
chance.
Enslaving yourself to this madman rather than facing death like a soldier. You're just a coward.
That's not...
Don't, Bertrand. It's pointless.
There needs to be another way.
No, there isn't. Men, you know what to do.
Corporal.
What can I...
Yes. You really think it'll be that easy?
I need help over here.
They killed one of our heroes. Bloody traitor! No. This is wrong.
I tried. That was quite easy.
He's gone.
My healer getting
I'm
killed.
sorry it had to come to this, Tahar.
It was his choice.
It was. Now let us end this. Whatever causes the blood burn is right below our feet. And maybe even some more
Some of
answers
the
to the questions you've been asking
troops,
yourself
not the
all along
mages.
the way.
General?
What
kind
answers?
of...
Well, maybe there was more to your father than you thought. Then we are one step closer to the return.
Okay, I'm ready.
Bertrand, you secure the fortress.
Of course. Good luck to you, my friend.
I could have done
My
this without
prayers
his
are
help.
with you.
Sounds like a plan.
What do we need?
Are you injured?
Why does it
Yes.
show his health?
Point me to the wounded.
Just give the word.
What?
Is it because he has no mana? Yeah, it is.
Corporal?
Alrighty, let's go.
Feeling up for adventure.
Bertrand's alive. Wait, what happened to the...
How's it going?
Yes? That's your command.
What can I do for you?
What happened to the High Priest? Did he die?
Onwards.
Yes. Let's see.
As you descend the dank stairway of Castle Waite, a memory flickers across your mind. Your father, standing over your cradle, eyeing you with a mixture of affection, indecision,
and disgust.
Almost like an archaeologist looking at a strange discovery. The memory disappears as soon as you and your companions reach the bottom of the stairs.
I bet we were like made
your
or
father's
something like that.
As if touched by skeletal hands. A cold manifests on your shoulders, slithering, creeping, crawling slowly towards your chest.
So this is it. Intriguing.
This place is definitely where the strange magical signature of the marshland comes from.
But what causes it?
We will find out soon enough.
Oh, he's here.
Will do.
Okay, well, north is there. There's something like just out of sight. Here. On the minimap, you can see like a line. The east.
Sure. More of them. This place is a bloody graveyard.
Fine.
Here we
Not
go.
expecting this to be too bad.
Well.
If you look at this calmness, man, I like the RPG sections now. Really not too bad. We went through and we using Google, checked on everything that I'd missed. Went and collected, I think, 2 things I'd missed, but one of which I couldn't go back for after this mission, or because I started this mission.
Take them down.
And after we got that armor last night, like, we're absolutely balling. Oops, not print screen.
Tiara's breath. What was that?
It looks human.
I don't think so. I can't feel any aura on them. Not even a leftover.
It's a skeleton of some kind.
Which either means they've been dead for hundreds of years, or they were never alive to begin with.
Check some tips. No.
That they've been created somehow.
No. Just an item list.
Didn't you tell us about this nightmare you've had since you were a child, Tahar? The one in which you saw these bizarre constructs?
Of course. These are the things from my dream.
You mean memory?
That's interesting, to say the least.
I've got an item list for this place as well, which is where I stopped reading, but it did say you couldn't come back to this.
Pathetic. I'm dead. I'll keep you shielded.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
After last night, and just being completely blind to the 3 pressure plates. And literally last night, I started in the bottom corner and just going like this across the map, and then sort of slowly working my way up and just slowly, scouring every square centimeter, every pixel, and still missing 2 of the pressure plates and seeing them by random chance and coincidence. My confidence in my ability to find items and to have not missed anything rapidly deteriorated.
Finally.
Spectral abomination. You sense no magical aura around it. Oh.
Yes.
Sure.
Strange creature.
Blazes. Do you see that?
It walks by the light.
Do you... What happened here? What are you? Huh. It seems to understand us. What are you? Did Isamo create you? Do you know anything about the blood burn? I think we're wasting our time here. Let's push on.
We should kill it.
What?
This entire place. It's a blasphemy. Only the All-Father should have the power to shape life like that. And we should free this thing from its suffering.
What? In case you haven't noticed, this thing, it's a miracle. A semi-sentient being created by human hands. If anything, we should study it once all this is over.
That's an interesting one there. Okay, I've already missed one thing. I think there's 3 things to find in the laboratory. And I was wondering if this is one of them. And I would have completely missed this. I would have completely missed this.
We kill it.
No! Yes. No! That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to save it.
As you descend the dank stairway of Castle Waite,
what? In case you haven't noticed,
we will not kill this
This isn't on the list at all.
All right.
I want to study it.
Do as you wish.
Okay.
More fighting. Does this never end?
I need help over here.
Yes.
Siphoned Annihilator.
So, what's the plan?
I mean, the thing is, he's got lifesteal now, 15%. I've got lifesteal, 50%.
Yes.
He's got lifesteal. Like, 50% lifesteal. 15% lifesteal. Normally 15% lifesteal because they have bleeding. Because, I mean, his weapon gives bleeding, right? No, it doesn't, but everybody else's weapon gives bleeding. No, it doesn't. My weapon gives bleeding. And your shield gives bleeding? No, it gives weakened. By the way, we've got aura stacks on stacks on stack.
How many did he create?
Blasphemy. No human should have the power to shape life like this.
I didn't even know where that spawned from. Okay, right. So the thing that I missed. Okay, I hadn't actually missed it yet. But I would have missed it. This.
Fine.
Well, maybe, I don't know. Since you can see through the walls, maybe I would have worked it out.
So, Lacane, you foresaw all this? In your vision?
Not this.
But
I knew that the
skull
pariah
padding.
was the key to the blood burn.
That's
I had
for
no idea
Isgrim's helmet, I bet.
Tahar's child, and I didn't know about this
Final
place.
heartbeat.
Otherwise, we would have come here earlier.
User has condition final breath. What's final breath? Apply bleeding 2 for 5 seconds. Otherwise, apply bleeding 1 for 5 seconds. Bleeding 2 is 49 damage. Bleeding 1 is 33. Bleeding 3 is 82. Okay, so bleeding 1 and 2, not much difference. I mean, sizable, right? It's 50%. But 33 to 49 in the grand scheme of things doesn't seem like that much. This weapon is quite tempting to take for the extra crit chance. And the increased attack speed. Because crit chance seems to apply to both weapons. Like, the crit chance 14% is averaged with my other weapon. And then I think applied to both. Which is a very simplistic way of doing things. And so that means you can take advantage of it. I don't know what final breath is. Doesn't look like something I have. Is it something that Iana, the assassin, has? It would be quite cool if there was a there was a legendary weapon or something like that for each of the side characters. So that was the first secret. I don't know what the other two were. I just knew there were two more. I like to try and find them myself, personally.
Sounds like a plan.
Another Spencer. Careful.
I can't. No! Not yet! Not now.
Yes?
Looks like it leads up into its own room.
You read my mind. Take him down.
That way? Get ready.
Okay, did that silence it? It's the exclamation point silence? Why silence for 10 seconds? Nope. You mean silence? Okay. Did I respawn? So I swear I fought it twice.
Sounds like a plan.
Huh? Hold on a moment. What's that? Shards.
What about them?
These look... Huh. They look quite similar to the rune you gave us, Sir Lacane.
So your father was experimenting with Aeonir's and Shaper magic too, Tahar. Not surprising, is it?
Well?
The body still looks fresh. Does it? It must have been brought here shortly before the end of the war, or somehow been preserved. Charming.
You got it.
Really?
Okay. Well, let's try and keep to the edge. You know, like any maze, you know, right?
Here we go.
Abominations. Stay away from their claws.
What's next?
Immune to silence. Oh, he's got his healing.
Danger up ahead. No! Not yet!
Not now.
Just give the word. All right, here goes nothing.
I want to know what Spark of Essence does.
Will do.
Sure.
He's clearly got Light Tree, but...
Yes. Understood. Whatever's necessary.
This place is a bloody graveyard.
Oh, I always do F11 and F10. It's an F9.
I can't.
Blasted armor.
Okay. What else we got? I love the graphics, like the design of everything. An August Earth Totem, it emits heat.
Really? Finally. Leave it to me.
Abomination. Kill it.
That also giving lifesteal is great.
You got it. Get ready. Uh-huh.
Corporal.
Yes?
GG. I don't know what that stun was. A bit disconcerting. Oh. I mean, I look like that if I've been in a bath for too long.
Got it.
This way, right?
Spec the bloody ghost. Uh-oh. Mother. Bye to mother. Whoops.
All right.
That respawn? No. Any G codes? No. Replying to mother. I mean, all she said was a portal. You remember these? Your father used to use them to quickly traverse through Northander during the rebellion. This one seems inactive, yeah.
Understood.
Now, when mother messages, mother gets a reply.
If your life depends
Life
on
is
it.
not particularly fun when mother feels ignored. Ah, yes. Also important. Statue of Kixira. The Empyrean god of flesh, whose existence is denied by the guardian priest. You feel as if its many eyes follow your movements. Yes, no. I mean, despite mother's message being, when are you free for me to call you? I thought,
Take them down.
if I wait until I'm free to reply to the message, then there's kind of no point in...
What do we need?
Like,
Sure.
you know,
That's the way.
might as well reply now.
Fine.
Sounds like a plan.
No.
That way?
Sounds like a trick question. I swiped down on my phone when it popped up. Because I saw like the when is it a good time to call you? ... I was like, fuck, what's it gonna say? And a ... it's just my phone shortening the message. Turns out it's like, when's a good time to call you about your birthday? I was like, okay, fine, good, Gucci.
Finally.
Fucking hell, MVT. That is a great answer. Always. It's always a good time to call mother. Yes.
Let me see.
The ghost does not seem to take notice. Her eyes, dull and dead, seem to stare straight through you.
That's impossible.
Do you know this thing?
It looks like someone I knew. Back from when I was still fighting for my father.
So she was a rebel.
She defied my father, same as I.
And a mum too. Yeah, just having a mum doesn't mean that you know how to deal with it.
She's a revenant now. In other words, she's dangerous.
Of course. A ghost seeking closure.
I've seen my share of undead, but this is
I know
new.
plenty of people who don't seem to know how to handle their mothers.
A revenant.
Well, it's like Lacane said. When a person dies with an unfulfilled desire, a scourge, that person may return to the world as a revenant, with the purpose of finding closure. It's a magical phenomenon.
I found out at a very young age that, you know, especially trying to date girls and stuff. You know, if you went around to their house and their mum was around, like, dad is always overprotective of the daughter, right? But you get mum on side, mum will play interference with dad.
Huh.
I learned that at a very young age.
Be aware of us.
And no, it isn't. Revenants are guided by raw emotion.
But to be fair, that was the advice my father gave me.
If a revenant is a ghost seeking closure, she's here for Asamo, for revenge.
Probably. I think we...
What a flyer.
Asamo? By the light.
My dad also said that, you know, always look closely at the mother because that's what the girl is likely to... That's what the daughter's likely to turn into.
Oh, shit. It seems to think you're Asamo.
Helena,
Ah!
No. No! Damn it, Helena! Remember, I am not Asamo!
This is pointless. She doesn't listen.
Sounds like smart man. Some might describe my dad as a player, yes.
They will fall.
Pathetic.
Helena, please! You read my mind.
Do I have to kill her? You idiot!
It's over.
She has been for a long time, Tahar. I don't know what she meant to you, but this creature wasn't your friend.
Will she come back?
Revenants only return once. If not, this world... It doesn't mean anything. A Revenant's mind, if you can call it that, doesn't work like ours. It only reacts to raw emotions and ours. She must have seen the semblance between yours and your father's.
Let's just move on.
Understood.
Books, books, books. Does my father read all these?
Unlikely.
I think that's what I picked up.
Uh-huh.
Mysterious tome written in a language you don't understand. 2 pages have been torn out. Hey!
Huh. That looks valuable.
That will be mysterious page 1 and 2. 20 focus, 1 int, 1 will power, plus 30 power multiplier for all abilities. So basically this, but better. That does... 258 weapon damage. Now it does 198. 258. I am not the best person to use this. However, the plus... hang on. 265 health. Three, 6, 7. That's really powerful on her. That's so powerful on her. It buffs her spells by so much. Heal enemy creature by 9% health. Thing is, the 20 focus would be fucking great for me. Because that means, all of a sudden, picking Rally becomes viable. I will give her the ring later on when it can actually work, when I don't need it. But for now, the ability to get Rally, and then pretty soon Respite as well. Because I need 75 reserved for all three of those. Which I can get at high level 21 is going to take a while, but I've got 3 rewards here which I can dump into willpower. I would need 86 focus for those 3, 75, and then to be able to pop Whirlwind Strike. My hope is that I can get Battle of Stone Bay. My hope is that I can get all of that focus without needing the ring, but the ring gives me 20, so 52, 47. Okay, yeah, so the +1 willpower gives me 5, so this gives 25 focus, which means I'd need 5 points in willpower to make up to 72. So we're really kind of pushing. I'd need something else that gives me focus, honestly. If I max out willpower and I get this, I don't think I can get 86 focus. Might be able to, but uncertain. It would be very close. Normally a centerfold is hitting.
Let's see.
Element Phasmalism, Dreamweaver Magic, the books cover all fields. Ice Golem Core, Stone Golem Core, Fire Golem Core, Demonic Essence, Spark of the Essence. I mean, all of that stuff is the epic. I think those are the 5 bits of epic loot.
Sounds like a plan.
That we've sort of found. Apart from the Lavender Potions. I still haven't found a use for any of them apart from selling them. Right, now that's 2 out of 3 of the secrets on this map, I'm pretty sure.
I don't understand why my father never told me about this place.
Well, from what you've told me, your relationship had never been what you call close, right? I'm not surprised there was more to him that you didn't know.
Oh, because it's on him. Heal enemy creature by 7%. It's enemies, like, from the point of view of that character. And And then there's one more thing that I, like, secret, unique thing on this map. But I have no idea what it is. So we'll make tactical saves.
Do you hear that?
The Song of White.
Yes, but it's clearer. It seems to be coming from down that hallway.
Then we know where we have to go.
Okay. Ha. I missed two things.
Yes? Interesting.
So we found these. What I didn't see was those, which possible. And then where did we meet the ghost? Here?
Finally.
There's two more of those fucking... Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Because this is a blocked off area. There's that one. Final Heartbeat and Dwarven Skull Padding. Final Heartbeat was the weapon, right? And then Dwarven Padding. Yeah. And then this thing here. I knew I'd miss it. I fucking knew I'd miss it.
Tiara's breath. I suppose this is where he molded those bodies.
And this is just why
Final
humans should
breath.
not meddle with such things. All this power, it corrupts us.
If you use the yeah, okay, right. I get it now. Because Final Heartbeat said if you has final breath, apply bleeding too. User has final heartbeat applied impaired to. So weakened inscribed sword applies weakened. Impaired, it just reduces movement speed. Doesn't apply weakened, which is annoying. I think. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Not back and stun. It's not huge. Right, okay, so final breath and heartbeat. These should be better than what I'm currently using. 265, 281. Doesn't matter which way around I put them. But I need to have both for them to be worth it. It's the crit chance that you're looking at. That's why weakening tribe sword has such a low crit chance, because it's got high attack, high damage. 265, 48, 31. 265, 48, 31. Oh. Oh. 265, 48, 31. These are much faster. We only do one damage type though, which is horrifically bad. The crit chance is nice, but I just don't know. We can get hard countered really easily. By bleeding 2, 107 damage per second, pure. Pure? That's like having the Claymore of Inevitability as well. Okay, all of a sudden this is way more valuable. Because we do pure damage. Yeah, okay. Okay, we do it. So we guarantee 200. We guarantee 100 extra damage. Pure. So you can just add that on top.
Got it.
And that's 100 damage per second. We attack once every 2 seconds.
Now would you look at that? Would you get moving?
So you can halve the damage. What we were doing before, you could halve that damage to get it for damage per second. And with our pure, yeah, it works out that this is better. I think. Right, and was there another secret? Final breath. Yeah, I got that. Must have mysterious pages, and that's it. Sweet. That was the secrets. Well, according to the guide I'm looking at,
fine.
Might not be all the secrets.
The song. It has stopped.
Indeed. Incredible.
If we get 10k for completing the mission, we won't quite level up.
I've never felt anything like it.
Neither have I. Whatever's behind that door, it's the key to this.
Any thoughts? We have no idea what to expect, so we should stay closely together.
No.
I'm sorry.
Whatever is in there, you, the pariah, needs to face it alone. What? It's what I saw in the vision, and thus, it's Aenir's will.
Isn't this exactly what we should not do? Split up?
Yep, classic.
It doesn't matter. It's the Allfather's will, and we will obey.
Excuse me. The Allfather's will? What if I say we won't?
This is too dangerous.
No. You will do as the Allfather wills, and proceed alone.
Else?
Else, you will suffer the consequences. If you remember, with the command to kill you all on sight, should you emerge from this place without me accompanying you.
But this is crazy. We have no idea what he'll face in there.
You will handle it. Now do as I say. Believe me, it's for the better.
I don't really have a choice.
You don't.
All right. Then let's get this over with. Just stay put.
Right.
I'll be back. Yes? Understood. No turning back now.
Now, obviously, the other thing to bear in mind is that we have lifesteal, which doesn't work on the bleed damage we do. But our attacks per second... 57. 0.57, sorry. 0.48. So our attack speed's gone up 30%. 25%. And our crit chance has gone up. Attack speed's gone up 20%. You could apply that to the damage as well. Actually, 20% damage on that is, what, 28? 29? So that's like 170 minimum. But it's the damage types which I really now don't like. And if this guy has pierce armor, we're fucked. Is she the woman that we found in
Tiara's breath?
That we heard? Yeah, she's the one we heard through the pillar.
Child, finally.
What is this? Who are you?
Your mother. I'm your mother.
Wait.
What?
You?
Yeah, told you Tahar made, like, Izumo made
I'm
us.
your mother. You are the blood of my blood. My child. My son. And you finally come. You've come to save me.
I don't understand.
I'm your mother. The quiet man, Isamo. He molded you from my blood. And after all this time, you finally heard me. Please, child, sit down. I believe we have a lot to talk about. You are silent.
Yes. I'm sorry. All this, it's a lot to take in.
I feel that all those years I've spent in this slumber, only to wake up and be experimented upon by your father. To be given a child in some grotesque, unholy ritual. I still wonder if this is really happening. Or maybe just a strange dream.
I'm afraid it isn't. Why is it that you call Isamo the Quiet Man?
Well, I did not know his true name until years after my awakening. And before that, he hardly spoke.
So, you've been in this stasis until I came here, and I somehow set you free?
I was awake, but at the same time I wasn't. Whatever the Quiet Man did after he woke me, it left me in this haze. I didn't see, I couldn't move, but I could hear, and I could feel.
That must have been...
It was, and there were times where I just wished that he would finally end it.
So she's been trapped here.
Why can I understand you? We don't speak the same tongue, do we?
We don't know, but you join your spirit.
Okay, he's a bit slow and stupid.
Our minds are connected. Thus, I can hear you, and you can hear me.
You said the father created me. How is that possible?
You said that my father created me. What is that supposed to mean?
I am not sure if I can even give you an answer to. See, my child, the Quiet Man, Isamo. I do not think he ever considered me a living being. What he saw me as was a tool to the essence.
Yes,
the essence.
The source of all magic. Your father's race, they are only able to access a glimpse, a twinkle from an endless
Got about
sea.
9,000 gold in essence.
We, the Zalantep, were different. We have always been closer to the essence. We had understood how to harness it, and that had made us powerful.
Okay.
So...
Yes, but
Essence is
there
where
were
magic
and
came from?
probably are many names for it. The essence is only what my people called it.
Did you ever try to resist?
Of course, but it was pointless. I could not speak and I could not move.
Okay.
And even my magic could
My
not
father had
aid
gained
me.
access to the essence
So
through
you're
you.
saying that my father wanted to use you to gain access to this essence?
Yes, he was obsessed with the idea of gaining power.
Okay, I
And
want
to
power.
him,
Give it to me
I
instead.
was the key. But what he was trying to do, transferring my aura, my powers onto himself, was impossible. And he realized that quickly.
Why was it impossible?
Because an aura is as unique as a person's eyes or their fingertip skin. It cannot simply be put on and off like a helmet or a glove. And it dies with its owner.
Which is why he tried to find another way to gain access to your powers.
I'm a living weapon.
He tried transferring my energy to a talisman, to these flesh creatures he created, and countless other ways, but it was all in vain. These experiments went on for years, and even though I couldn't see and couldn't speak, I felt it all.
Does that make us experiment 626?
Then he created you.
The successful one?
His train of thought was simple. If my aura could not be transferred, it could be passed onto my offspring.
But how is that even possible? A shaper and a human?
It is possible. The way we conceive, how we bring forth new life, it is different from what you are used to.
How?
It's complicated, and I do not want to talk about it with my own child. What matters is it worked. Down here on this altar, I gave life to you, to my first and only
So that means
child.
I can call you mummy? It's a lot to take in.
I understand. Believe me, I do.
Floating
All
boobs?
those
Yeah.
years,
We're calling
I
her
had
mummy.
wondered how it would feel to finally meet you. But now that you're here, it feels surreal. As if...
So this is where the nightmare comes.
What nightmare?
Ever since I was a child,
She's
I
our
had
mother.
these dreams. I think I saw this place, the creatures my father created, the images. They were so vivid, so real. But whenever I told Isamo about them, he just shrugged it off. I always felt they were connected to something that had happened a long time ago.
Yes, that is possible. Quite often, our dreams remind us of the things we have long forgotten.
So I am half shaper. How come it doesn't show?
Once again, this has to do with the way we conceive, but I do not want to talk about it.
What if I meet another shaper and want to have a baby?
What happened then? What did Isamo do?
He took you away. For what purpose, I do not know. But it is evident that it did not work. Even through you, he could not obtain access to the... As for what happened afterward, that is a question you are more fit to answer than I. And once you freed me, I want you to tell me
freed
all.
you? I still can't believe you're a shaper.
Shaper. That's how the Quiet Man called me too. We called ourselves the Zarlunde.
Any friends
I
call
know,
their mum
but
mummy?
how is it possible that you're still alive? I thought you were extinct.
Yes, so it seems.
What?
I was unaware of this until the Quiet Man told me.
But how did your people die? And how did you survive?
I do not know how my people died. Believe me, child, I have spent a long time wondering. As for your second question, it is a long story. I was one of the Ulas caste, the scientists, the scholars, the priests, and
Oh.
like many other Zalunde at that
Friends already being
time,
inbred? Yeah.
I was taken by the scourge.
The scourge?
A disease. It had been ravaging through our empire for over a decade at that time.
I'm curious as to why Americans spell mommy with an O. I know they spell mum, or they say mom, and they spell it M-O-M, but do you spell like mommy, M-O-M-M-Y? Because in English, like British English, it's M-U-M-M-Y, like mum and mummy, like, and it's spelled the same as like an Egyptian mummy. And I know like American video games and, you know, American movies, and I probably written down as well. An Egyptian like wrapped up mummy is with a U, probably because, you know, the British sort of, you know, well, found mummies and wrote MU when they named them. But like mother mummy is with a U. Although mother is MO. And there's probably some link between mommy and mother.
Huh. Most scholars who studied your people firmly believed that the Shapers had cured the world of all diseases.
Then they are wrong. We had found cures for many of them, yes. But even these were often only for the Yulas and the Zavas, the ruling castes. And
Mama,
there was no
a murder.
cure for the scourge.
But you survived. How?
Through a ritual, an experiment. The idea was to freeze my body until a cure would be found. Looking back, I wonder why I was so eager to keep living. I was just a power by the face of time. It's strange to tell you this. Millennia have passed.
Okay, how old are you?
90 years. Half my lifespan was already gone.
So you were a mage?
A member of the priest caste, yeah. But this is not the time to share memories. And we will talk. There are so many things I need to know about.
I'm not sure how much I trust her.
So it seems. Only that when I woke up,
Motherfucker.
I was here, bound to that altar. Looking, our minds do not seem to be so different. So I believe you can imagine.
Okay, what happened when
What
I touched the
exactly
altar?
happened when I touched your hand?
You don't.
How should I?
Yes, how should you? I am sorry, child.
I mean, she
For
does
some
seem to
reason,
like
I
us.
continue to expect you
But I
to
still
know
feel
all
like she
those
could go on a
things I want to
genocidal,
taught
hey,
you.
we're the superior being.
If things
Like,
had been different.
we're probably safe because, not because we're her child, but because we're half
See, a
Shaper.
shaper does not always
She
have
probably
a
is going to
connection
feel
the
like,
essence
especially in a
the
caste
quiet one was
system, like
looking
humans should be
When
subservient.
they come of age, there is an event called the melding. The child, guided by her creators, unlocks the potential slumbering
Tier
within
3 upgrades.
your father. He did not know this.
So this is what happened? You performed this ritual on me?
It's less of a ritual, but something that happens with age. It would have happened far earlier if we had not been separated. But yes, by taking my hand, we melt, and the energy that was set free also lifted my curse. Or at least parts of it. I am still unable to move.
But what does that mean? That I can now access the essence?
No, the melding only provides the child with a key. Finding the door is a lifelong quest. But yes, deep down inside you have unlocked something.
Fuck
A
off.
potential for the
I have
enormous
vast
power
amounts of hair.
Isamu had
See?
been looking for.
Like her. Yeah, her. See? Very much not bald.
But I still don't understand. What is the story behind that song? You said that you called out to me?
Yes, I have done nothing else since your father took you from me. But it was only a short time ago that I finally started to feel that I could sense your presence somewhere out there.
That's up to you. I've had hair like this for a while.
Onto you and sent them out into the world. Telepathy, as you call it. The song must have been the way the dark corners of my mind expressed my emotions.
Like, hang on, let me just see if I can. How far back do I need to go? There's got to be some random picture that I've got here. Like, I want to find something from like 10 years ago. That's 2021, that says, but that's got to be like 2018, 2019. So like 7 years ago. How can I do this? I ignore. Not sure about posting a picture of me smoking a cigar, but that was that says 2021, but pretty sure it wasn't. That's got to be older than 2021. What, this one? Okay, so this, I would have been 18 here. This is just over 10 years ago. This is just over 10 years ago. Like, I have hair, but you can see it's starting to go back, right? ...2016. Okay, so this is 2016. This is a work photo. This is a work photo for my ID card back when I was 22, 21, 26, but 2016. It's gotten worse. It has gotten worse since I was in the last like 9 years. Fuck, it has gotten worse. No. Hasn't got worse. Hasn't got worse. No. That's something that happens to people as they get older. I have been the same since I was like, you know, forever. Sweet gun, nice kid. He wasn't. I used to a lot of rifle shooting.
What do you mean by that?
Well, every spirit has two sides. One that the mind can see, and the other one that remains hidden.
That was at Accuracy International. One of our factories.
Is an endless sea.
My father died a year ago. Could this be the reason that we only started hearing the song 6 moons ago?
Fuck off! Dead?
Yes. We started a rebellion against our kingdom.
Well, you're pro
and fell in
FPS.
the final battle.
I'm stuck at FPS.
I always knew it would come to that, you know. His hunger, this glare in his eyes. I knew it would consume him eventually.
And you know what's funny? The worst thing I am in FPS is like playing a sniper. I am shit at it. What the hell? The skill scar is getting worse. Fuck off.
His death broke whatever spell he had imposed on you. And because of that, your telepathy finally carried through the walls of this place.
That is the only explanation.
So it was telepathy. But how come only certain people heard you? Only mages?
Is it not obvious? Because having magic means standing close to the essence. And only those who stand close are receptive. I did not know the form my thoughts would take on, but it seems that for us, it was a song. There is poetry in that.
Let's put a patron Discord. Hey! That's you said yesterday, a couple of days ago, you had the beard and the hair. Yeah, I see that. Oh, fuck was this? I used to have, I mean, it wasn't quite as majestic as that, but I mean, I must have been like 17 there. Yeah, 17 in this picture. Last one. Yep. Like, I did once upon a time have hair. But at the same time, like, you can, like, my hairline is still back here, right? It's not, my hairline is not here. It is back. There's gotta be something. There's gotta have something from when I had curly hair. Yeah, okay. 2015. So this is 10 years ago now. And this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. See, this is what I mean. It hasn't changed. My hairline hasn't changed, actually. Not really. In 10 years. Well, then you chose Oxford over Harvard. I failed to get into Oxford. But no, this is high school.
Beist declares such a cute couple.
That's my best. That's one of my best mates. I've known it since I was 3 years old. Yeah, I was 17. I was 17 here. That was school uniform. When we had black jackets when we were 17, 18. And we had... no! Yeah, no. That was when I was 17. And we could wear coloured shirts when we were 18. In our final year. Yeah, this is the longest hair I've ever had. This is probably the longest hair I've ever had. Fuck knows how old this picture is. 2009. This is from 2009. So 14 years. So I'd have been 14. A4chan poster. You can tell how like still got a cathode ray. Yeah, that's got to be a cathode ray PC, TV. Like, you know, deep TV. Yeah, fuck. Long ago. Long ago. At a time when you never think it's gonna end. Never think it's gonna end.
I think there's something you don't know.
What do you
We're tired every day, yeah, 6 days a week.
Your song. It was lethal to everybody who wasn't gifted with magic.
People
I
died.
don't know how to say this, but people died. Lots of people. This is why I'm here. To end the blood burn, as we've started to call it.
Bloodburn? The name of the song?
By Tyrak.
I didn't know.
Like, the most of these are from school. I shit you not, my secondary school had, I mean, about 100 different ties. About 100 different ties. So, what do we got here? This was, that was not a school one. That was a shooting competition one. What do we got? We got, I think this was first football, which I bought when I left because I thought it looked nice. What else we got? We got, this is the Army Cadets tie. What else we got? This monstrosity right here was my house tie. This is my house, the junior tie for the house. It was purple and brown, or chocolate and cerise, as my housemaster said. Then you had the senior one, which is the colors but with silver. What else? He had the sixth form tie. No. Yeah, sixth form tie. The Leavers tie. Geography Society, which had a little like mountain and shit on it. What else we got in here? We've got a fencing tie in here somewhere. Medical Society. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of ties. Like the school shop had like racks of them. We had 12 houses. So 12 houses, 12 junior ties, 12 senior ties. That's 24 already. Then you had a tie for like every society and every sport. For the sports, you had to get like in the first team to get the tie. Or like I said, I went in the last week of term, the semester in my final year, and basically went and bought like several ties. And the sort of the lady at the desk was like, you know that's like medical society, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm in that. And then I she didn't let me buy the first football. She didn't let me buy the football tie, the nice black one with the white lines. And she's like, yeah, no, I need to check that you are in the team. And I was like, oh, right. I didn't know that was, I didn't know you have to be in the team. She's like, yeah, no, you do. So I came back the next day and it was a different woman working there and she let me have it.
I just don't understand. Why did the song kill people
One-color
without
jumper.
magic?
We technically had jumpers,
possible?
but they weren't required, and hardly anyone wore them. It was just like a black sort of V-neck jumper. We had tweed jackets. We had tweed jackets.
But it's over now, isn't
it? Yes, it should be, but... Oh, please, you have to believe me. Wait, there's someone here.
What are you...
Yeah, we had tweed jackets for the first 3 years of secondary school, and then when we were 17, 18, we wore suits.
I'm sorry. It was necessary.
What did you do?
What do you think? I fulfilled Aemir's prophecy. Searching for a cure, the pariah seeks the truth. A lost mother will be found and awoken from her slumber, and thus allows me to receive her essence.
You knew about this? You knew about my mother?
Yes, I did. I knew that the blood burn was caused by a Shaper mother looking for her lost child. But what I didn't know was where to find her. So I had to find the child instead, which I did. The pariah. Though I certainly did not expect it to be Asamo Tahar's son.
But why? What for?
Yeah, we never had school.
Because I needed her essence. The key to
we
the
didn't have school logo on anything. Apart from like we had a school tie and a school senior tie.
To return. I'm sorry, Tahar.
As well as the house ones.
She will now serve the greater good. I hope you understand.
Understand? You bloody killed her!
But yeah, no, we didn't have any...
She is not dead. Her body may be, but not her mind. Inside that amulet, she's still alive. It's what your father had always tried to accomplish, but never did.
Let me see if I can find a picture of the tweed jacket. (2008) 2009. 2010? Blackberry. I had a Blackberry at the time. Hang on. They'll have the same uniform nowadays, won't they? Images. Yeah, like that. Yeah, those were our jackets in like junior year, in the junior 3 years. Can't. There we go. That's roughly what none of those are me, obviously, but that's roughly what I looked like as a small sort of 14-year-old boy. When my year started, there was an English-speaking comp across the road, and both had lunchtimes, 12:15 to 1:15, until we started causing fights. We didn't have lunch until 1. 1? No, the final lesson finished at like 1:05. Like break was like 40 minute lessons. Yeah, something finished. So it was like 11:05 first, like last period 4. Finished at 11:45. 11:50 through to 12:30. Okay, maybe we did. Okay, 12:30 we ate lunch. And then lunch technically finished at... that's definitely not my school. That has girls. My school did not have girls. But yeah, that was my school. That was the chapel. It was the only place that could fit everybody. And my god, when it rained... 750, well, I guess 450 boys wearing tweed jackets. 500 boys wearing tweed jackets. Like, you could smell it. You could smell it. Like I said, the lower and upper 6th, we wore seats. Segregation. It's been an all-boys school for almost 500 years. But there were plenty of girls' schools around. We had socials. Tweed. Tweed is like, tweed is, yeah, like this. Like a sort of wool type material. Slightly old-timey. Twink, shut up! But yeah, we had socials, with, like, girls' schools, especially in our first year. Because a lot of people boarded and lived at school.
Where are the others? What did you do to them?
Put to sleep. Don't worry, I didn't kill them.
If you...
I did not kill them. As defilers, they will be put to justice, but that has not been done.
What? What is up with his face? Yeah, we had socials with girls' schools. So it was like our year, and then it was between 5 and 7 girls' schools. I remember the first time that we had, before we had a social, our like first year, the tutor for the first years, was like, I recommend you all go. You know, we do fewer and fewer of these as you get older. You're supposed to make your own friendships. But you know, since you're all here, you're all good at maths. There's gonna be 1 year of you guys, and we invite between 5 and 7 girls' schools to every event. So yeah, you do the math. I still remember that.
I don't get it. You did all this only to get access to the essence? To the Archfire?
No. The Bloodburn had to be stopped. Unlike what you might believe, I do care about the people of Io, just as the Old Father cares about all of his
We mixed every minute.
So I stopped it, as Aenair ordered me to. But he
I didn't
also
really
told
think
me
about
something else.
it being an
That
old boys school,
purifying the
honestly.
world, freeing it from defilers, and making people see their sins is only the first step. The second one requires power. A lot of it.
Why?
It's called the opening of
I mean,
the
it was the only
gates.
secondary school I went to, right?
A portal.
So
one
I have
through
nothing
which
to compare
Aenair
it
can
to.
step back
As
into
is
this
true for
world.
most people.
And this is what he chose me for. His most
I'd
loyal
lock it under,
servant.
locker under
he
yours.
needed the Archfire's power. And he knew the Pariah and his mother were the key.
Yeah. So your locker's under mine. Do you want to be?
Give me that amulet now, or I'll take it from your dead body.
No, I will not. Your mother is what we should all be, a tool of the All-Father. Either way, there's no point in explaining. Your role in this ends here. Once again, I am truly sorry. But the All-Father's visions were clear. The Pariah needs to die after the mother has been found.
But I helped you, for heck's sake. I'm the only reason you're here.
I know you are, but it's the All-Father's
I met my first
will.
girlfriend.
Just try to see it as the honor it is. Many of my scions would have given a lot to play such a pivotal role in Aenea's return.
Did I meet her at
You
a
will
social?
die here and
Or
now.
did I meet her, like, through a friend? I can't quite remember. I can't quite remember which came first. I have a feeling the first time... Yeah. No, the first time I met... It was a setup. It was a setup. I met her and one of her friends out in town. and it was set up from like some other girls who I'd met like a week or two earlier.
No.
No, Tahar. There is not.
Whatever's necessary.
Oh, you're gonna melt, mate.
It's over, Lacane.
No. Believe me, it isn't. Time to put your mother's magic to the test.
What is this?
Stole your lunch money? What, me or Biz?
Ellen's reins. Hey, quick, over here. Yes, yes, just like that. Stay with us, Corporal. Stay with us.
What's the matter? What happened?
Tahar's awake.
Lord Marshal Arendir. What in blazes are you doing here?
It's a long story. But I'm here as an ally.
How's that up? Oh,
Yes,
some
and there
girls
will be plenty of
who
time for the lengthy explanations
who
later.
I knew, like,
First, I
who
wanna
went
know how
to
you're
this girl's
feeling,
school, who I met like a few weeks
Sorry
earlier.
to say it like this,
Said,
but you look
oh,
like
you should
shit."
go out, you should meet our friend Liv. Liv. I was like, okay. So one Saturday afternoon, coming home from school, because we had school every Saturday for half a day. We had like 5 lessons. I on the way back met her and her friend. I liked her friend more. Sorry, I remember thinking that her friend was hotter.
Charming as always. But I'm
But
fine.
yeah, we dated for like
Just
4 months.
Dizzy. What happened? I just remember Lacane. And my mother.
Your mother? You mean the Shaper?
Yes. It's hard to explain. She was in some kind of stasis
Oh,
when
yeah.
my father found
I
her.
did
and
Saturday
my
school for
father
9
used her for his experiments.
9 years?
I don't know how to say this.
2 years
But the
after I left my
blood burn.
primary school, they stopped doing it.
It
But I
was
did
her doing.
Saturday school
When my father died,
from
she tried to call out to
9
me by
until 18.
telepathy. That's what caused the plague.
All right.
Yeah, year
I think his
6,
head wound
7,
is worse than we
8.
thought.
It's the truth, Iria.
5,
And
6,
Lacane
7, 8.
didn't only want me to stop the blood burn.
5, 6,
He
7,
needed
8.
me to lead him to my mother,
Then in
so he
secondary
could use
school
her as
for
a
5
source
years.
for the archfire.
So yeah, 9 years.
Well, that's a lot to take in, I
Saturday
guess.
school was always like
But why
a
your
normal
mother?
day
You're
until
speaking
lunchtime, and then
metaphorically,
sport in the
I'm
afternoon.
not. She is my mother.
Normally,
all
like
right.
matches.
Start over from the beginning.
So if you had no matches,
What happened
you could
when you
leave
walked
after
into
lunch.
that chamber?
Most of the time. But yeah, it
I'm
was a
sorry,
full
but
regular
that
day of
sounds
lessons.
absurd.
And considering it's
Utterly
secondary school,
absurd.
that was the
Well, I
same
doubt
as
he's
Tuesdays
lying, King
or
Regent.
Thursdays.
And actually, it makes sense.
Lessons till lunch.
It explains a lot, for
and
example,
then,
why he could
like,
activate
sports
the
in the
portals,
afternoon.
enter Mullendeer, and why he had
Teach us
this
sport?
vision. Though I have to
Yes.
admit,
At
it's
secondary
not what I
school.
expected from our little trip to the Eye.
You could choose
Not
like,
at all.
and the options opened up as you got older. And it varied for terms, semesters. So like first year you had very little choice. And generally, first term, first semester of rugby for first years. And there was a non-rugby group most years. If there was enough people that despised / were terrible at rugby, and I despised it. So I did not, I think I did two afternoons of rugby in my entire time at secondary school, thank God. But I did shooting for as much as I could, which was like winter and summer term, I think. And then in the spring, I like dotted around. I did badminton 1 year. I did squash for 1 year. I did badminton for 2 years. I did squash. I did something called fives, which is like squash but with gloves instead of a racket. Which I've never heard of since or before. Some old-timey sport. But yeah, I did shooting for like 99% of my time at secondary school. And we didn't have stuff on a Saturday, most Saturdays. And it was shooting was nice. Like, I was good at shooting, and I enjoyed it. But you went down to the range, at school, went down to the range, did your shooting. The more senior guys like stuck around to help out. But once you'd done your shooting, you were free to go. So everybody obviously tried to like go as early as possible, because then you could just leave at like 2:45. You were done for the day. Scouts, Welsh Air Rifle Team. We didn't have scouts. We had army, well, combined cadet force. So like Army, Navy, and Air Cadets at school, which we did on a Wednesday afternoon. And most of the shooting team did that for all 5, and that was compulsory for the first years. And then it was optional afterwards, and more stuff. Yeah, with more stuff available, like chess club and other things. It was very much like sport. It was done the same way as sports. We did sports on a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then matches on a Saturday. Full auto only. No fully automatic weapons in the UK. No, it was target rifle shooting most of the year, and then in summer, target rifle at school. Oh, I see what you mean full auto only. Ha, funny. Yeah, no, not in America. And then clay pigeon, like shotgun shooting in the summer as well. Sometimes I was not very good at that. I didn't enjoy it as much. But I mean, I was on the under 25 rifle team, UK under 25 rifle team by the time I was 17. I did a lot of shooting. Went to Canada with the Team GB. Had a couple of mates who ended up on the Team GB Olympic team in 2008 when it was in London, which I missed out. I kind of missed out on by about a year. No, when was UK? 2008 to 2012. 2012, right? That Beijing. London Olympics. 2012, yeah. Yeah. See, actually, stop being in the military. Yeah, that wouldn't help.
Speaking of which, how did we get out of that dungeon?
Well,
if I'd been a year older, I probably would have. I probably would have made Team GB for 2012. But I was a little bit too young, like, and not as good as I was a year or two later. So I would have been 16.
It must have also alarmed our troops who were waiting at the borders. They
Yeah,
marched
16.
in and used the confusion to get us out too.
Which is like 15,
I mean,
14
at the time, Purity still
for
thought
team
we were
selections,
allies
right?
and vice versa. In other words, we got lucky.
Marched in and used the confusion to get us out too. I mean, at the time, the Purity still thought we were allies and vice versa, and otherwise we got lucky.
Neither did I. But now it's my turn. Why in blazes are
Hey,
you
wait a
here,
minute.
Lord Marshal? And how long was I out for?
It's just anger now. I think we've moved past the titles. And to answer your question, you were
5
out
weeks?
for 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yes. To be honest, if your vital signs hadn't remained steady, we would have assumed you were dead.
You joined the TAs within territorial
You
army
mentioned
base?
something about
Sorry, I
Lacane
missed that bit.
banishing her into some kind of amulet?
Yes.
I never did that.
To gain
I did
access to the Archfire.
Army cadets at school and then
That's what my father
OTC,
always
Officer Training
tried.
Corps at university.
And why he created
but
me in the first place.
never signed a
And I
military
assume
contract, so to speak.
By Archfire, you're talking about some extremely powerful source of magic.
The
Well,
source of
engineers.
all magic.
Fucking hell,
Yes.
So the theories are true. Well, at least now we have an explanation.
Impressive.
An explanation of what?
Well, the Harbinger has gone rampant.
Also,
Briefly, the Purity of Light has taken over almost all of Leonida. The Eye, Greyfell, Greykeep, everything.
Greykeep? How is that
Have
possible?
they taken over?
They were already in the keep when Lacane gave the order.
Yep.
And we simply didn't expect it. It wasn't even a fight.
Yeah, no, I was a militaristic kid.
I know what you're about
like
to
the
say.
idea of being a soldier when I was
But it's my
7 or 8,
fault.
like a lot of kids.
Because I tolerated the
but
purity
very
in the
quickly
first
decided
place.
that I didn't like the idea of joining the army.
I've made mistakes, and hundreds,
Especially when I met a lot of
thousands
people who
had to pay the
were
price.
ex-army. Not because I didn't like them, but I very quickly realized it wasn't something that I'd particularly enjoy.
What about the Queen? Is she...
She's alive. The Harbinger knows he can't kill her.
Transferred
Because if
from
he
the
does,
TAs?
and word
Maybe.
gets out,
When a lot of
then he
them
might lose
ripped
the common
apart,
folks'
like
support.
around
According to
2012.
our spies, the
Like the
Queen's
numbers
Guard
cut.
and Purity have struck some
I
kind
know the
of
regular
bond.
army got
Wait.
hit. I can't remember what
So the
one
Purity
got hit
controls
worse.
the keep, and the Queen's Guard just plays along?
Yes, it sounds absurd, I know. But the Queen's Guard first responsibility lies with the safety of the Queen. Whatever is necessary to protect her, they do it. Though I doubt
It's a good
the
career
King's
though if you
long-term
stick with
plan sees
if you
the
stick
Queen
with the
at his
army.
side, which is just another reason to
Make
hurry.
it to sort of, you know, mid-officer rank. I had a few friends who whose dads in every case were you know, retired at colonel, a major, you know, on the lower end, I guess. You know, and there's a lot of career opportunities in that. If you retire as, say, a major, you know, you can get, there's a lot of think tanks, research groups, defense contractors, etc., which will hire you either because of your expertise or because of your contacts.
But why? Why start a war against all of Northander?
To prepare Io for the arrival of Aeonir. You remember that nonsense his priests always preach? How we're the reason that Aeonir left us?
Yes.
3 TA base got rolled into
That's
one.
why they want to clear the world of sin
Yeah,
and
bad
ages
times, bad times.
of defilers.
Well, it seems that they've spiced up their idea a little since it was taking too long. It's not just mages they kill anymore, but everybody who doesn't convert to their religion. Soldiers, women, men. They all get to choose. Join the Purity and accept the light, or
One of
be
my mate's
killed on the
brothers
spot.
was applying for it. I think he's still in training. Man, that was been a year ago. Yeah, he had trouble applying. I can't remember if he ended up dropping commandos and doing some and applying for somewhere else. One of my mates on the shooting team, he wanted to join the Marines and ended up joining the Navy because he was too short. He was just under the height limit. He was a big, stocky guy, and quite successful on. He was also on the UK shooting team, but like he didn't hit the height requirement for the Marines, which is like 5'7", something like that, sort of 170 centimeters, something like that. The seamen in the Navy, yeah. Of course, British Royal Marines aren't part of the Navy. Are part of the Navy. They're not a separate unit like the Americans. I believe Marines are in the Navy. No offense to any Marines, and it turns out they're in the Army. But they're not a separate unit. So it would be, I can see them being transferred from the Marines to something appropriate in the Navy, which doesn't have the same requirements. They'll be like, yeah, we like you, but we can't let you be a Marine. Spice of their idea is little, taking too long. Not sure. It's not just mages that kill, but everyone.
I knew it would come to this.
I mean, I didn't know.
Be that as it may, your recovery couldn't be more timely.
What about the charges? Do you still consider me a traitor?
Is that still important?
Being an MP for 2 years and close protection? Fuck yeah, man.
Well, considering that you're in my fortress now, I
6'4",
don't think
yeah.
it is.
I'm glad you're able to see.
I mean, if you're doing close protection, your primary
your
role is
sentence
to
has
not
been
have to be needed. Right?
Your
It's just
part.
like a bouncer.
And if that is your wish, you can be reinstated
In terms
as a
of the
corporal
requirement.
of the Northander Army. That,
I mean,
my
different
apology,
levels of
is all
risk
I
and
can
stuff
offer.
involved, but the ultimate goal is, I mean, I suppose it's the same goal as a military, right? To look as big and intimidating as possible, to never be used.
So you acknowledge that your verdict was a mistake?
I don't think this is something we should discuss now. We can talk about it later.
And I mean, that's mostly for people that aren't going to try and hurt your client. You know, like, you know, someone's going to try and hurt your client, kidnap your client, whatever. Then no matter how big and scary you are, that's not going to bother them. But for your random person on the street who tries to get a bit close to Taylor Swift or stalkers and shit like that, if you look big and scary and intimidating, that'll put off a lot of people. You accept my offer? Sure.
That would mean a lot.
Good. However, we cannot make this official until Greycube is reclaimed.
5'2"? How old did he have that growth spurt, Biz? Or are you talking like when you were kids?
How did you even get here?
Later, Tar.
Okay.
I'll tell you all you want to know, but not now.
Since you saved me from the dungeon, what about my...
She's here in the Nexus. We saved her, but she seems to be in some kind of a coma. For a while we thought it was the same as your condition, but now that you've told us the full story, it makes sense. Her body is still functioning, but Lacane has stolen her spirit.
Then we need to save her.
If she can be saved. But yes,
Where
maybe
is
we'll
she?
even get our chance sooner than expected. Lacane is marching towards us as we speak.
What about the charges? Do you still consider me a traitor?
Oh, like 14?
Still important.
Yeah, my brother was the same. He was a midget from until he was like 15. Like he was sort of 5'4". And then he grew in like 18 months to 6'3", which is in centimeters, like going from 168 to 185 in about 18 months. Is that still important? Wait.
Well, I'm glad. Given the recent events, your sentence has been lifted. You are pardoned. And if that is your wish, you can be reinstated as a corporal of the Northander Army. That, and my apology, is all I can offer.
Didn't I just go through this?
That would mean a...
Good. However, we cannot make this
For what is...
Elaborate.
Well, when I awoke my mother, it did something to me. She called this the melding.
Yeah,
Less
happy
fancy
birthday,
words,
Biz.
please.
I know I
What
said
did
it
it
last
do?
night, but...
Well, I think it allows me to control a part of the Archflyer too. Just like the Harbinger does.
Finally, some good news.
Indeed. Anything that can help us battle Lacane will help. But whatever it is, I doubt it will allow us to stop Lacane with a thought alone. Oh.
No. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly had changed.
Oh, from now on, all abilities can be upgraded to a 3rd power level. Also, choosing one skill tree to become your specialization, unlocking the following abilities. Discipline. Discipline is the defensive one. Create a vortex that pulls all enemies into its center and applies impaired to all enemies within it. So like black hole, right? Alan's Blessing. Auto attacks gain magic damage type. Increase damage by 25. For our current weapon setup, that would actually be kind of helpful, right? Because those 2 daggers, and I'm still not sure about them, those 2 daggers only offer pierce, which is bad. And we've got an amulet that can make them magic as well, but that would mean removing this. Having said that, to use that, we'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skill points into it, and it's not really what we're specializing in. Temporarily become immune to all types of damage. Kind of nice, but also not fitting our build. Brutality. Temporary gain an aura of dark magic that deals damage to nearby enemies. Ha 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 ha. Nice. But focus cost is quite big. Inflict pure damage against a single target. Oh. Exodia obliterate indeed. 1300 damage. And that would probably go up if we had a higher damaging weapon. Self-target area of black magic. Devour soul. Absorb target corpse to heal yourself. That's quite nice. Now we have a ring, but... Did I sell it? Yeah, that's the magic damage one. Did I? Yeah, I think I sold it. The one that does like... Can't remember the wording now. It was like summon something. It improved that. 3.9 second cooldown. It says 3.4 here. That's fucking based. What's the other one? Ashes to light all corpses in a target area transform into beacons, healing nearby allies. Yeah. If target ally dies during the effect, he will instantly be revived. Nice. Deal damage and silence all enemies in target area. Oh, leadership. Create food. Create stone. Create wood. Interesting. I mean, it's got to be brutality, right? Like, these are all useful. Dive over me now, it's all downhill.
Lord Marshal.
Speaking of Nor.
The Purity. They are here, as you said. What are your orders, sir?
Put up defenses all around the perimeter and protect the Nexus at all cost. How many are they?
Hundreds, sir.
Oh, easy.
And House Utran
Genuinely
is
easy.
supporting them too. Your sister is leading them.
If it's just, I'd love it if this was like an attack wave.
Wait, you're
mission.
saying that House Utran is working for the Purity of Light now? And they're led by Lady Myra Utran?
As I said, yes. It could
They
be
changed
anything,
what?
though.
This bit of
Maybe
the mission?
Lacane forced her to comply.
Then make sure that she does not get harmed. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. There needs to be an explanation for this. Either way, we need to fend them
Croc,
off.
I need your advice on weapons as well.
Are you able to fight?
I think so. Yes.
Good. Then you're back in charge. Let's head out.
I have currently these two weapons which go hand in hand, right? They buff each other. Like this gives impaired 2. They upgrade each other's abilities. Impaired 2 instead of impaired 1. Bleeding 2 for 107 bleeding damage. A pure damage if I have that one. But the damage is only 150 and it only does pierce damage. High attack speed. Better crit and block chance. But it like 150 pierce, 57, 39. By swapping back to what I had before. I end up with like 100 damage more. 3 attack types. Attack per second is almost 0.5 instead of being almost 0.6 before, and the crit and block chance dropped by like 7%, which is better. This setup or the 2 blades. I feel like as long as I don't have high pierce armor, this is great. You get the effects any other way? What, the damage type? I can get magic damage type through an amulet, but then I have to take off this. Or do you mean the effects that these give? Because there's no point in just having one of them. Because both of these weapons are better in terms of just damage. I mean, I could get... And Deathly Chill already applies bleeding. Yeah, well... Gauze Totem. Oh, what? Like, lower the armor abilities? Things that lower, like, people's armor? Now, either I can try and get this now, plus 25% attack power. Honestly, I kind of want that. Like, this would be fucking great, but I have to wait for this first. I feel like I might as well get Rally, right? 25% aura attack damage. The thing is though, Croc, even if I have a weakness, right? Even if it's 100%, I'm still inflicting 100 damage a second pure. Because of bleeding too. Unless it's immune to bleeding. If it's immune to bleeding, I'm fucked. It's instant guaranteed apply bleeding 2 for 5 seconds, which is 107 damage per second. Do I get Rally for the extra attack power, or do I get Bartering 3? Bartering 3 is a must straight away. Okay. I could always use a respec potion and take some leadership off, to be fair, because I don't need that much. I mean, that helmet and the Ring of Mystics supercharged me in a sense. Increase the sale price. That's important. Okay. I'm by the dwarf token now, yes. What should I put my points into?
Yes.
If you're left.
Can you...
And why is that? Thinking about a career?
It's certainly a powerful school of magic.
Well, the moment you start dabbling with it is the moment you enjoy a very painful death. Most people who mess with it die.
Let's start with the basic.
It's simple. You study demons and they take a devourer.
Okay.
Once you've studied and subdued her to your will, you can access her strength.
Hey.
And I'm not talking about merely summoning her. You can channel her powers.
It's like marriage.
How is that supposed to work?
Hard to describe. It's not just the power that comes with it. It's also the feeling. Channeling the...
So in order...
Well, it's a bit more complicated. Among other... As a result, their brains explode like a watermelon.
Okay.
So...
Because it's dangerous. And
there was a reason why I was thinking of either strength or something else. Wasn't there some item? Claymore of Inevitability. I was wondering about getting this. Obviously, I've got 2 weapon sets right now, right? This or this. So, as for this, nothing here is like for me, really. What, this game? Well, I have to play an old version. What do you mean you have to play an old version? Are you playing the non-reforced? I imagine the reforced does streamline some things. Reforced beta. Are you doing reforced beta? Oh, Linux, okay. I mean, that's a nice amount of decks. That's huge. An extra 5 focus. It doesn't help me now though. And by the time I need more decks, because I can get rallied next time, right? And then I can get leadership as well. I mean, perseverance would be nice for the extra resistance. You see? But I've still got these. And I'm so fucking tempted to pop them. Again, it wouldn't help me now. So I might as well get decks. Armor does not look sexy in combination with the daggers. It does not, no. That looks... I mean, even that is kind of questionable. But they're great. I mean, if you want... That's the play, isn't it? In terms of looks. Ooh, I don't hate this, actually. I do not hate this. Critical hits deal pure. I did not read that. Ooh. Crit deals pure. Statistically, we deal a critical hit every 3. That is quite tempting. Claymore of Inevitability. I don't know, man. This deals crit damage on a this deals pure damage on a crit. Statistically, 1 in 3 hits is pure. And its damage is more than 100 more. Well, it's 100 more. It's 40% more. I quite like this now. Strength versus dex. Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Oh fuck. Yeah, okay. Fair point. Maybe I'll put it in... So I put it in strength? It's just the attack speed, man. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, the attack speed just feels bad. Then I suppose that's got the same attack speed, right? It says 0.45. Do you want dual wield? I mean, yeah, I can respec potion, right? Dual wielding. If target is knocked down, increase attack damage by 50. Increase attack damage by 10%, increase attack damage by 10% plus the 10 resistance. Okay, that doesn't give you resistance. This gives resistance, that gives siege damage. Okay. Area. She needs int. Because I want to give her this armor. That's not the armor I wanted to give her at all, but that's fucking incredible. No, the armor I wanted to give her was this. Ability cost and keeps the cooldown negative and gives the cost negative and upgrades her armor. So int it is. You gave Archons. Sorry? What? Which was the Archon? What? Archons. The army. Oh. Yeah. The thing is though, like, again, with her, I never worry about mana. Never have to worry, ever. Her spells are so fucking cheap. Holy Blessing, right? 6 cost, 4.2 cooldown. In 4.2 seconds, I get back more than 6 mana. One of his spells resets his cooldown. Nice. I mean, the thing is with her, like, she never runs out of mana, and her cooldowns, her spells are just fucking great. And the melee guys are all the DPS. This is still fucking locked. How do I unlock it? Talking to them.
So, what's the plan?
Huh? Never mind. I'll be going.
Corporal? Need anything?
Goodbye.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Goodbye.
Sure.
Might be after the next fight, so maybe don't give them points yet.
Corporal.
Isgrim, I feel like I wanted to up your constitution. 100% I want to up your constitution. That's such a massive improvement. He also looks fucking baller. Con 8 helmet. Uram, I'm very tempted to give him Whirlwind Strike.
Huh?
I don't know what to give you. And I'll hold off.
Let's see.
Yes?
Huh. Intriguing.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go through this. We don't know the upgrades to his... No, no, I haven't got
Corporal?
his.
Need anything?
Goodbye.
Tahar, what is it?
I'll be off.
I'm going through the shops.
So,
he gave...
Sounds either way. Huh?
I want...
Music to my ears. What did he
Special
have in mind?
inventory. Human champion unit. Permanently reduce the cost of corresponding human unit. Flag bearers. Okay, cool.
Huh?
Let me see.
Certainly.
Yes, come closer. I'm sure I
Dwarven
have just
token.
what you need.
Lich's demise. If user has condition Lich's mask, apply Lich's demise 2. Lich's demise 2 plus 10% block chance plus 10% crit chance. Interesting. I don't know what Lich's mask is. There's got to be an item from somewhere. By the way, Dwarven token.
Farewell.
I'll take
Yes?
a look.
Let me take a look at your designs.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Frontier, marketplace, cost, all of that. Okay, I mean, I don't need any of that yet. So.
Tandai Tahar. Come to trade?
Ring of Life Force.
I'm sure I've got something
Heal 3 HP per second. Yeah, you see, when I had the helmet that sort of healed me, that was supposed to heal me, 7.5 per second, I didn't see that happening during fights. So I want someone to confirm whether that like actually heals you during fights or not.
You know how to
Let me see.
bargain, don't you?
Yes? What is it?
Could you tell me more about the woman who initiated the split? Lena.
I would rather not talk about it. Please understand.
If it doesn't say it does.
But if you ever want to talk about it,
I will tell you.
Healing only works if it says it does. But it says it heals plus 3 HP per second. It doesn't say heals 3 HP per second outside of combat. Okay. In combat, no. Okay.
Could you...
I will tell you.
Goodbye.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, Corporal? How? I don't know if this is the right moment for this conversation. Maybe another time.
Plus 250 HP.
Huh?
Shall I craft this? Yeah. There's no reason not to, right? Can only be used by Isgrim. Isgrim, my boy. Fuck yes. 5/5/20. There we go. There's his fucking magic resistance. Silence to enemy creatures around user. That's huge. That's fucking massive.
That way?
Especially because its shield does weakened around enemy creatures. Minus 35 resistance.
Zauraka, what do you need? I want to... All right. Here's what we can do.
Zarak's Fury. 2-handed crossbow. Target is not fire creature. Plus 360 magic damage against enemy creature around a target. That's huge.
Huh? I'll be off.
Huh.
Wait.
Interesting.
No.
I'll be off.
No more dialogue. I always
Yes?
click on Gore instead.
Craftsmanship?
The Demolisher. The Demolisher is... After landing a crit hit, cast on target. Plus 100% damage against enemy buildings. I was wondering what the selling point of this weapon was. It's a building destroyer. Like, my Great Mace is better in combat. For sure. But the damage against buildings is, yeah, it's a selling point.
Huh?
Shouldn't I be able to get that chest up here now?
Yes.
No, I need to... Wait, yeah, how do I get this? Unlocks Zarak's cage. What? Oh, is that a unit? Isn't there a chest that gets unlocked here for, like, part of, Isgrim's armor? I need this, don't I? There was something about the Calrac. Only reachable after orcs upgraded their Calrac to its maximum. Like this. Is that not buying this? And upgrading the Calrac?
Good choice.
Sure.
Orc mission 2, okay.
You got it.
What can I do for you today? I had hoped as much. What do you need?
Okay. Archmage armor. Eh. Norcander's Pride. Triggers if weapon type melee. Triggers spell with every attack. Leech 21 health. Leech 2 focus. When attacked in close combat. Cast on attacker. Okay, so it passively. Right, okay, it passively. Yeah, right. So it makes anyone who attacks you have an effect that. If someone attacks me, then anyone that attacks my attacker will then give health to a third person. Yeah. But it kind of it's not just to me. Like I have an aura that means that then anyone who attacks the enemy gets 21 health and 2 focus. That's the second part of the ability. The first part is just me. I leech health. But then the armor casts an effect on on everyone around me, meaning that every enemy around me suddenly will give lifesteal to my allies. Noria's command to allied creatures around user plus 10. Ooh. 10% attack damage, 10% power multiplier. That's so expensive. But oh so tempting. That's very tempting. I kind of want that.
Offer.
Put on Uran. There's okay, let me just check there's nothing else that would go in that slot.
Corporal, I've found some new treasures.
Like
you
this.
might want to take a look
Yeah.
at them.
You can't show me shit like this. This is too much. I've got that. That's black magic. I've got that. Is that Mercenaries Mojo? I've got that.
You know how to bargain, don't you?
Yes? Have you come to see the fruits of my labor?
Everything for the wary traveler.
Dex, one-handed spear. Frozen after landing a critical hit. Apply bleed. Meh. Really, actually, no, it's not. No, it's worse than my current weapon. Fuck off with that bullshit. Two-handed. Two-handed. Combat. After blocking an attack, apply combat focus switch, gives 100% crit chance.
Good choice.
Nah. I quite like the idea of a crit aura.
I'll take a look.
Like, sorry, an extra 10% damage aura.
I would.
Well, if you have the coin, I might be able to help. Let's
Winter
see.
Mage unit. Can't use it. Haven't got the Winter Mage yet. Ah, that amulet, man, that amulet. Willpower and int there is quite nice. And it lets me use this, obviously. So I can't trade this out yet. Melee ability cost and cooldown. I mean, that's nice, but having something that would...
What can I do for you today?
Let me see what...
I had hoped as much. What do you need?
Just what you need.
10% attack damage and then 10% multiplier for all abilities. He's got... His Ami gives ability cost and cooldown. I want that. I want that. I don't think I need two of those anymore. I don't need two of those. I don't need three of those. I don't need that because I have that, which is better. And the same stat requirements. Get rid of the commons. Yeah, yeah. Thing is, you never know what you might need, like what stats people are gonna end up with, right? Minus 18,000. Am I ever gonna need these? Demonic Essence. Spark of the Essence. I want to find out if they're ever actually usable or if they're just like sellable. Golden meat becomes unselectable. Everything else can just be sold. I think some merchants will offer you more. Yeah, no. Yeah, see, they're marked as quest items. No, not quest items. Okay, fine. So I can sell the Wyvern Hide, Stone Golem Core, Ice Golem Core, that. Hey, we made a profit, boys. That's kind of all I care about.
Pleasure doing business.
Having a nice reserve of money.
I'm getting new wares by the next moon's turn.
There we go. I mean, that can be traded out, arguably. Plus 10 magic armor. I mean, I want him to learn Whirlwind Strike at some point.
What can I do for you today?
Let me see.
I had hoped as much. What do you
You've got
need?
no rings, right?
Everything for the wary traveler.
Fine.
I don't think I saw any sort of...
Yes?
There's no rings which are...
A fair offer.
There's good rings, like
like a
extra
plan.
focus and extra health, but I don't think it's worth buying them.
Huh.
It's not worth spending sort of 2,000, 5,000 gold on a ring that's just a little bit of an upgrade. Because I don't feel like he's dropping off in
Corporal,
power.
I found some new treasures. You might want to take a look at them.
Something that might spark your interest.
Nah.
Yes? Have you come to see the fruits of my labor?
I'm sure I have just what you need. A fair offer.
Right. I think that'd be everything. What ability am I gonna give you? Oh yeah. Target's knocked down. Increase sound by 50%. Ah, here we go. Wait, there's no level 3 for this? You're shitting me. That's an absolute travesty. His unique tree doesn't get level 3s. Target is silence and explodes on death. That's kind of huge, actually. Increase attack damage. 30. Increase spell damage but to 30%. Okay, that's not that. Or sorry. If health is below 50%, auto attacks gain damage type pure. Well, fuck me sideways and call me Shirley. I mean, that's just, like, God tier. Ah, not quite as useful. 30%. Yeah. Because he could be doing pure anyway. Not quite as useful as it looks. But Uran. I'm not entirely sure. Isgrim, Isgrim, let's just up your strength, buddy. There's got to be a nice, like, one-handed strength weapon somewhere. Constitution. Ability points. Oh, it will just knock them back. That's pretty dope. After blocking an attack, Cast on self, restore 5 focus. Okay, that's pretty big for him. Every 2 seconds. Wait, it turns it into an aura? Fuck yes. That's exactly what I want. Ooh, he doesn't have the focus. But it would be real nice as an aura. Grant them a temporary shield? Holy shit. That's huge. These are all fucking huge. They're absolutely massive. I would want to max this tree out. I mean, I could do it for myself, honestly. I think we're going to need to use some respec potions when we get sort of level 25-ish. Kind of like this, just applying to everybody. But I've got to go for the aura. I've got to go for the aura. Now what sexy shit do you get? Oh shit, you start to do pure damage. Hey turtle. Hierophant. How do you get the Hierophant? That one. Plus 20% power multiplier for all light magic. Yeah. There we go. That's the boss. Regen your focus temporarily. All positive status effects also regenerate your... it's now an aura that also applies to friendly targets around you. Yes. That's definitely the best. By regenerating? I don't know if that's in combat. 17 health per second in combat? Outside of combat? Who knows? Damnation 3. The only difference is when taking damage cast on self, if target has less than 20% health, 25% kill instantly. Not very useful for her. Sort of. She's weak and squishy, so there's a good chance that she'll get below 20% health. Resurrect all allies in a large area. 70% of her health. Oh yeah, 16 meters area of effect as opposed to 6 meters currently. I want the aura. I want the aura. It's less button clicking. which is fucking perfect. You know why it's perfect? Because I can now move them onto a different tab. Wait, what? Immune to silence. Yeah, I don't need that up there. This is great. I looked into and tested it. It's an XP range of 200 meters. Okay, thank you. You injured your dominant hand for gaming. I need a kiss on your boo-boo. Title. What were you doing to injure your dominant hand? Or do I not want to know? I was joking around. I bet you are. What was there? What was there? I've lost a spell. That's now passive. That's there. What the fuck was I missed? Have I lost? They're all there. Shield bash. Shield bash. Yeah, too many goddamn shields. Tiara shield, shield bash, and holy shield. Right, and Uram. Auto attack skin pure. It's gotta be. Inches on a chair at the pool. Mm-hmm. Alright. I need food. I'll come back and do the next bit of the mission. We're all set up now. We're all set up. I'll come back and do the next bit of the mission in 7 hours, I'll say. Feeling very, very powerful. Feeling very powerful. The most powerful. I also, like I said before, I wish I knew how many of those different potions you get throughout the game. Because if I only get 2 more, I'll be really careful about how I use them. If I know I can get 10 more than 5 more, then I will use them right now as stat points on my main. Because I don't feel like 3 stat points is going to go to waste. Zuddy's on. I mean, what have we got? You got Dex. We're wielding Dex weapons. AGDIA nod. Awesome, Croc. Thank you. Willpower. Great. Willpower would allow me to be a sort of aura walker. And seeing as there's level 3 stuff in the sort of defense tree that gives auras, at least one of them, I wouldn't mind taking that for my own character if we find that we need to. And maybe we trade Isgrim out potentially. play around with other characters. You know, at the moment I've built 4 characters, which broadly speaking, they don't overlap. They fit together nicely. But I can definitely make 3 out of 4 of the characters do all of the jobs, for sure. I don't think I can use Holy Light very well, the Holy Tree, because I'm putting points in too many other things. So Aria's got to stay. Uram, I could absolutely trade out, 100%, because he's a lot like my character. Then again, I've kind of diverted their paths. Isgrim, I can see replacing, because I can basically take his role in my character. I won't be an exact copy, but I can. Everything his character gives me and gives the team, I can find from the other people. Pretty much. And that would open us, that means I could get rid of him and put somebody else in there. There's no more? Really? So I found 1, I got 4 from the Goblin King. I found 1 stat potion and 1 ability potion in like different dungeons. So I've obviously used the stat and used the ability that I got from dungeons, because there was no choice there. I just found them in chests. And then I've used 1 of the 4 from the Goblin King on a stat point. Okay. What are they called, Croc? What are they called? Potion of what? Okay, here we go. Soul Harvest. Potion of Proficiency. Nothing updated about Reforged. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. Cool. I'll have a think about it. Anyway, I'm gonna get some food. I'll see you guys.